Good evening and welcome, PLW Nation. It is Monday night and we have a good one in store for you tonight. We have the 5 and 4 Cajuns versus the 4 and 5 Bombers. The Cajuns off to a pretty good start. They had a series against the Sand Vipers. They just scratched and clawed, couldn't come out of that one with a series win. And then they got the Bombers, who I thought would have a little bit better of a record. They're looking to do some damage. I'm here with my main man, Chad Phillips. How are you tonight, Chad?
Great, Trench. It's good to be back up here with you finally this season. Our first go-round. We got a good one tonight. Two teams trying to get themselves over 500 after this evening is over. The Bombers have been without star Justen this season. He is not here for the beginning of the night, Trench, but in hopes he will be showing up for game 2.
I don't believe it anymore, Chad. I've been hearing about this kid for about 4, 5, 6, 8 months. He came in here and people were starstruck. He went like 5 for 7 with 4 home runs, a triple, a cycle, whatever he did. All crickets since then. I don't even know if he's a Bomber anymore. Even more importantly, I want to talk about the terrible start by my boy, Hollis. I was talking to him earlier in the week and I told him, I go, listen, man, you need to sage your bat. As I'm talking to him, he was already on Amazon ordering a smudge kit. He was going Joe Boo style from Major League, man. He needs to get that swagger back.
Yeah, Hollis last spring won the home run title with 25 home runs, and he's kind of faded into the night a little bit here, Trench, and he's definitely a really tough start to this season. Let's see if he can get heated up tonight. They got to move down to the 5-hole tonight. We'll get to those lineups in a minute here.
Yeah, I want to talk about Andrew Leday, last week's Player of the Week. Hit a grand slam and a 2-run shot in the same inning against the Vipers in what was an instant classic. And you saw it. What a great game that was.
Andrew has the smoothest swing in PLW. The ball just seems to jump off his bat, and he's not swinging as hard as guys like Bauer and Justen. You see them swinging with all their might, and Andrew just seems to flick the ball out. And
it's amazing.
He has Andrew 6 doubles leading the league, 2 triples leading the league. He's got 4 homers, 16 RBIs, also leading the league, and he's walked 8 times already.
There he is. You could see him right there. And then, so I'm hanging out with Anthony Michael last night, and he's like, Trench, did you know, like, Leday has been playing wiffle ball for 20 years? I watched some YouTube video. He used to play ball with his dad on a team named the Cajuns. This team's named the Cajuns. Great story. Love to see him here in the PLW.
No coincidence, Trench. No coincidence there. He's wanted to get that Cajuns name. And as you like to say, goodbye, Stoneman.
Goodbye, Stoneman.
And now has been replaced by this Andrew Leday, potential powerhouse Cajuns team. Let's see what they got against the Bombers tonight. Let's see how long the Bombers leave Big Al down at the bottom of that lineup.
Yeah, I was talking to Big Al a little bit pregame, and he said he's going to make his strike zone go from 8 feet to 2.5 feet. He's gonna cut down on the swing and misses this series.
So for the Cajuns tonight, they will be the visiting team. Batting first, it'll be Andrew Leday. Second will be Casey Nielsen. Will Morris, a Rookie of the Year candidate in the 3-hole. Anthony Michael, as you see featured in that graphic, batting fourth. Bo Evans, 5. And Ryan Ruesch, the motor for this team, in the 6-hole. They got Nathan Ruesch, Sean Suller, and Matthew Wantman on the bench. Goes by Bucky, Matthew Wantman.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about Will Morris. People are talking about this dude being a franchise player. He's got a lot of power in the box. He's been working on his stuff on the mound. What do you think about this kid coming in?
Well, he's already got 8 walks to Trench, which leads all rookies by a good amount. He's had a great approach at the plate. He's had a little bit of unlucky contacts, people making some plays on him. So that 258 average that he's supporting right now, it could definitely be rising in the near future.
Yeah, we're just moments away from getting these guys going. Do you have any information on who's on the mound for Game 1, Chad?
Who is on the mound for Game 1? It's going to be Max Fernandez for the Bombers, and I think it's Ryan Ruesch for the Cajuns.
Man, Ryan Ruesch, one of my favorite pitchers. He's got some nasty stuff. He got a little beat up in that second game against the Sand Vipers late in that game, but he was pitching a doozy. And all of a sudden, kind of the wheels fell off, but expect big things from him. And remember, guys, make sure you get your wiffle ball points in right now. I wonder, what's the spread going on? Where's my main man, Tanek?
It's just a pick'em.
It's a pick'em tonight,
It's a pick'em, and it looks like we got about 60K on both teams, really even right now.
And it's 6:05. I'm going to make a prediction right now. And here I go. If we go up top, you ready, Tom?
Oh, here we go. I'm interested to see what you got tonight, Trench. What you got? You got a Legends hat over there, too. You can't pick them tonight.
Once again, Chad, I have to go with the Cajuns. I'm feeling Andrew Leday and the squad. I mean, he's coming off a phenomenal performance. He's got to be riding high after that. On the other side, though, expect big things from Max Fernandez. I feel like the weather out here is right up his alley. He's going to be pitching really well. But I got the Cajuns going and winning this series. Both of these teams are my boys, but got to go Cajuns.
I'm going to disagree with you. I got the Bombers here tonight. I think they've made a couple of good adjustments out there. They know what they have a little better now, and if Grenier can show up here tonight, look for the Bombers to take this series 2-1. The Bombers have played three. Actually, these two teams combined have not seen a sweep in their series. The Cajuns have won 2 out of their 3 series, 2-1, and the Bombers have lost 2 out of their 3 series, 2-1.
Yeah, it's not easy to sweep in this league. A lot of good players that really want to show what they have for their teams. I wonder how Trevor Bauer is going to do tonight. Is he going to be swinging and missing, or is he going to hit 5 home runs in the series like he did in week 2, I think?
Well, week 1, he was pretty poor. In week 2, he was the best player we've seen at any point in this league. In week 3, he was pretty poor. So if the trend continues, look for Bauer to have a big night and the Dragon Lady to be all fired up in that chat here tonight.
She loves me. She loves me not. We'll play that game. And, yeah, she's probably going to be showing up as the sun has set. You know, it's happy hour out there somewhere. And if Trevor does well, she is going to be giving the gift of sub. She gives the best sub. Wouldn't you say, Chad?
Absolutely.
I haven't had sub like that for years. 250 viewers before even the first pitch has been going on, and I think we're a little bit behind schedule. Where's Shane Weber? Let's get this going.
I'm up 2.
Go.
He just said he's umpire too. He's got nothing.
Go ahead and get those wiffle bets in.
Oh.
Get your points in, and if you touch that little white emblem at the bottom left of your thing, every 10 minutes or so it pops up. You can grab another 60 wiffle points, I think it is. Make sure you vote in all the polls that pop up here tonight. Let's get some good participation in those polls. Get some wiffle points for that too. Andrew Leday steps into the box to lead off for his Cage, and he's got 20 hits on the season.
That's it?
Yeah,
he had 10 of them last series.
Hitting .526, 20 for 38.
Who is this guy?
609 on base. He leads the league in batting average, .526. Jim Dodo's behind him at .517. A drop-off to Couts at .457. Leday leads the league in runs with 13. Tanek behind him with 12.
And here we go, Chad. Max Fernandez versus Andrew Leday. Looks like the defensive set. Pitch number 1 coming in.
Good pitch by Max. He's got that locked in already, that outside corner on Leday. Look for Leday to slap that the other way if he sees it again. Don't forget we start with a 1-strike count here in the PLW. So that first pitch you saw made it 0-2. Count moves to 1-2.
Yeah, that's a difficult pitch to hit if you are a batter. Down low and outside, you were definitely not looking for that.
Count's now even, 2-2. That same pitch he comes back to. Andrew a little behind it looked like, and he gets the strikeout to start the game. It's going to bring up Casey Nielsen.
Casey Nielsen in batting practice, he hit one to the moon out there. He's looking to do good stuff.
Last summer, Casey was probably the best player in the Taco League, and he has worked his way up to this Cajuns team. Pitch behind him, uncompetitive, and now low. Some count leverage for Nielsen.
Yeah, this is a hitter's count, 2-0. Looking for something in the strike zone. Let's see if he can get wrap around on one.
A lot of spin on that. It's not going to stay there. You see that cheap line out there that Max is on right now? The ball has to be played within that field. That line will play exactly like the first and third base lines. We got lead ump Taylor Briner. We got Tom Gannon, and we got Shane Weber. 3 umpires here tonight.
Oh! Tink on the inside, Chad. Nothing he could do right there, but just walk to the dugout, shaking your head as Will Morris is up to bat, the big lefty for the Cajuns.
Yeah, that ball was not a strike at any point, Trench, until it clipped the side of that bar.
I like Max's game.
Max has been working really hard. He works at a batting cage facility, and he has a whole bunch of wiffle balls there, which he's able to practice and work on his movement. That's hit well. That's hit deep. Morris has the Cajuns on the board. 1-0. He turned on that, Trench.
Yeah, man, he put that in Jim Dodo's Garden of Serenity. And you know what, though? Solo shot. You're not too worried about that as a pitcher, but good start for Will Morris after we were just talking about him doing big things for the Cajuns.
No, you're not worried about that one run necessarily, but you're certainly worried about the presence of Will Morris for the remainder of this night.
Man, he unloaded on that one.
It's going to bring Anthony Michael up here. 2 outs. Nasty pitch by Max. That looked like it was in the 60s. It reads at 55. Catches some bottom bar. 0-2.
Yeah, now he's up in the count. Very difficult position to be in as a batter.
Oh, man.
He's been really working on that pitch. I think it does look like it's coming in hot.
It does, and Max changing the eye levels extremely well there, hitting the bottom and then hitting the top. Pinpoint control here. Oh. He's going to that slider a lot here, Trench, early. He's got good control of it.
I might fill out an application at the batting cage because it looks like it's doing wonders for him.
That's hit hard, but Hollis is a vacuum, shows the ball, and then spikes it into the ground. A little flashy there, Trench, and then he pulls a Manny and spikes it right into the ground. Not a good play.
He has been lights out on third so far this season. Let's see if the wiffle ball gods wake as Bo Evans up to bat right now.
Good pitch by Max. That looked a little slower than the last 55, though, and it reads 55 as well. His arm speed has a lot to do with that pocket radar reading.
And there's my boy, white boy Rick, putting a damper on my broadcast here.
Max makes the error not hurt.
Evans.
And it strikes out Evans to end the inning. But the Cajuns find a solo blast into the Garden of Serenity by Will Morris, standout rookie. 1-0 Cajuns.
Yeah.
See, can we get that lineup for the Bombers up on the screen? Beautiful, guys. Alex Fernandez will be leading off. He has been very strong so far this season with 13 for 40, and he picked it up last week. Trevor Bauer moved up to the 2-hole. It's about time, Trench. He has been a monster at the plate, and I think he sees the ball better early. Max Fernandez, 3-hole. Mateo Fernandez, 4-hole. Hollis Hale moved down to the 5-hole, and Big Al going to try and get something done in the 6-hole here tonight. They got Jake Schirle, Justin Grenier, not on the bench this game. Zach Beal and Lonnell Simmons, pitcher.
Is this going to be the game that Hollis Hale opens up the bomb bay doors and releases hellfire on the Cajuns, Chad?
Oh, it looks like I was mistaken. It is Will Morris that got the nod in Game 1. My apologies, viewers. This is a chance for Hollis to get going off of a rookie here. I think so. Will was very strong against my Lightning in the opener of the season. I believe he threw the full complete game shutout. I could be mistaken on that. We might have got one run off of him. No, I think that was the game we lost 2-0. So, yeah, Will Morris is 1 start, 1 complete game, 1 shutout. So let's see if he can build on that success, and let's see if some of these Bombers can get a beat on him early.
Yeah, and I think the managing of how Andrew Leday is doing it for his Cajuns, if Will Morris gets in trouble, Andrew Leday is going to come in. I don't know if he's starting at any point this series. I know he's trying to just back up his guys if they get in trouble, and who better than Andrew Leday, who is a stud on the mound. And here we go. Alex Fernandez and the Fernandezes, because the whole family's playing. Was it 3 brothers, a cousin, and a father? The whole family tree is right here.
59, Will Morris. A lot of pep on that pitch there, but Alex swings and misses. 55 and under to get a called strike. The batter is always welcome to offer, though. That's hit well to the outfield. That carried, Trench. We haven't seen the ball carrying like that so far. And what has Alex just earned?
Some free zucchini sticks over at Tarantino's, and he loves that. It seemed like a lackluster run out over there in center field. Did it just carry?
I don't believe he realized that ball was carrying as it was. The ball has been very dead out here. This might be the start, Trench, of some higher scoring games.
Is that going to be fair?
Oh, it's just foul as you see Gannon right on that call. That ball was spinning like crazy. Just missed landing on that line over there.
Gannon's one of my favorite little side umps right there. Gets the viewers at home involved. But the count's going to be 0-2 for Bauer. That's going to score a run.
It is, Trench. It is. Ties the game up quickly here as Bauer, with the 82-mile-an-hour exit velocity, single into left field. Alex Fernandez comes around to score.
Here's Max Fernandez up to bat. No outs here in the bottom of the first. Runner on.
You can feel the air pressure's a little different out here right now, Trench, than it was last week.
What, does your knee hurt? Is that why you can feel it?
Last week it did. My whole body hurt last week after the game. It was so cold and so hard to get going, but now these guys are feeling it, and we could see a lot more runs this week.
And the Dragon Lady gives the gift of sub after Trevor Bauer hits in an RBI, and Will Morris throws ball number 2.
Max flies one, line drive out to Ruesch. And Ruesch is able to, that ball moved a lot on him out there.
I got to correct you now, Chad, before GK comes up here. It's Ruesch, not Ruesch. It's Ruesch. And we've known these things, Chad, for quite some time. Here's Mateo.
Put me on 30-second penalty, Trench. Take over the play-by-play. This batter. One batter box.
And here's Mateo was talking to him, and he was saying, like, listen, you know, we're in a 55 and under league. Who's going to burn me? But he flies out to Ruesch once again, and here he is, Hail Hollis, and the crowd is really looking for something special here. You could do play-by-play now, Chad.
Okay, new batter up. Hollis in the box. Looks at one that's a little hot, and it's going to move the count to 1-1. You can see it says 0 strikes on the broadcast, but it's always 1 strike to start the batter. It's a lot easier to just go from 0 to 2 on that first strike, and there it is. That's going to move the count to 1-2. Bombers last week, Trench, victims of swinging at a lot of balls, a lot of hot pitches. Very impatient they were, which led to a very difficult offensive night. Hollis sees that ball down. It's 2-2. Hollis likes the ball down. Will's got to be careful down there. That's going to fill the count. Hollis should expect a strike here.
Yeah, you think Will's going to lay up a little bit or come in hot?
Hollis rolls it over. Good play by Casey Nielsen. Flips to Bobba at second. And the Bombers just get that one RBI single.
We're going to go into the top of the second. And the top of the second is brought to you by Leilani Acuna, the official realtor of PLW. Whether you're buying or selling a home, you now have a realtor trusted by PLW players and family. You can connect with Leilani on Instagram at Leilani Acuna. There you go. Look at that little Instagram thing. Love having her around. That's Nick Davila's wife, girlfriend, fiance, partner. They kind of don't have a title, but
titles are overrated, Trench.
Like you as a pitcher?
Very overrated.
Let's see what happens
teams
here.
trade runs in the first. Both teams get through their lineup, and I believe we have the 6-hitter coming up here for the Cajuns, which is going to be Ryan Ruesch. Trying to hang on in that lineup. He's certainly their number 2 pitcher, and with Leday only relieving, as he's stated, he's their number 1 starter. So if he can get that offense rolling a little bit, maybe get himself into those MVP talks, because his pitching numbers are pretty fantastic right now.
I want to talk a little bit about the weather. There is none. It's beautiful. No Tier 2 winds. Not any kind of breeze. Skycam 1. Go to a leaf. Go to a palm tree. Frond. Go to something. Show these viewers at home after last week. There's nothing out there. I think balls are going to be flying.
Good pitching, though, Trench. Both teams have very good pitching, so these teams are going to have good approaches and good patience at the plate, work themselves into some hitting counts. It's very difficult to hit when you're down on the count. Puts much more on the defense with the stick in your hand. Here's Ruesch. Max.
I still have hand warmers in my pocket just in case the wiffle ball gods come alive.
Good eye by Ruesch. Couple of balls spiked into the ground by Max. Dangerous pitch here. Ruesch just spins it off of Max's hands. Alex ready to go behind him. Makes the easy throw into the strike zone for the first out of the inning.
Over 320 viewers coming in on this one. It's just at the top of the second. We should expect a lot more as Andrew Leday up to bat, struck out his last time. And that's going to be a problem. Is it going to wrap around? No. Fires a little bit early. That's just a long foul ball for strike number 2.
Leday was one of the few guys in this league that came into the night with more walks than strikeouts, Trench.
Double nickels, Max Fernandez. What is his numbers right there, Chad? You got to add another strikeout, though.
It was 8 walks and 7 Ks coming in, and now after his first 2 plate appearances, he joins everybody else in the league with more strikeouts than walks. There's a couple of guys that are still in that spot, but it's like 5 walks and 4 strikeouts. So I want to see him get the double-digit walks before they get the double-digit strikeouts. Let's get a vote in there. Best realtor. Take some free wiffle ball points. Pick Lilani. It's an easy call.
A little hot right there, coming in 61.
Yeah, Nielsen not a rookie anymore, recognizing that pitch was a little bit over the speed limit, laid off.
It's good to see J-Rock in the chat. I know it's a rough day for him. And Casey Nielsen. That's bad communication. Somebody has to call that first. You could see that those guys going Lady in the Tramp style. Somebody's got to make a move.
It was a difficult play for both players for sure, but if they had better communication, as Trench mentioned, one of them could have at least tried to run underneath it and make a catch or slide for it, but they both kind of pulled up. It's going to go down as a single. That's going to bring up Will Morris, who hit a towering first-inning home run.
I don't even know if that thing's landed yet.
Now he gets 2 quick balls here, finds himself up in the count. He's going to be looking to repeat his feat. Oh, good movement on that pitch there.
Will's good, man. He's got that swing.
Good eye.
Oh, swing and a miss by Morris.
If there was one tiny bit of a flaw in his game, I think it's that high and tight inside. He likes to try to wrap around on it, but couldn't go. No damage done as we head into the bottom of the second.
Hey, Trench, let's give a shout out to Evan Shields. He wrote an article today for PLW, the MVP race, the Cy Young race, and the Rookie of the Year race, and he listed all the candidates and a write-up on all of them with their stats. He did an excellent job with that write-up.
Who is he?
And,
he was a big fan of Trench in that Cajuns game. He was really rooting for me. Do we know who he is?
I'm not sure what his name is in the chat here. Maybe one of the viewers, the chatters can mention who Evan Shields is. Maybe Evan can stand up himself and take a bow for us. We appreciate your work, and we look forward to reading some more of your writing in the future. We got Big Al in the 6th hole leading off the second inning here.
I like when guys get recognized a little bit. And for us, all these names are different on the chat, so I don't know if they're players,
there
if they're
is.
people.
Evan Shields, 98. There he is. He's a random guy from Oakland. Send us your baseball team.
You got to do better than that.
Big Al gets into one. Is it carried enough? No! Ruesch with a leaping catch in the gap out there. Better communication there, Trench.
Yeah, we're just going to have to put you on mute one more time as Ruesch caught that ball.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude, I thought you were a really good guy to have up here, and you're 0 for 2. You're about to strike out. If this was California, you'd go to jail for a minimum of 7 years for that 3 strikes you're out policy.
I was calling him Ruesch for weeks. I don't know what's wrong with me calling him Ruesch tonight. I'm going to take a 2-batter hiatus this time. So
here's Alex Fernandez coming from the right side, and he's going to look at a curveball, 47 miles an hour for a strike number 2. Foul ball to the left side. And is that Fernandez how his hair normally is, or does he curl that himself? Goes to the right side. Bobba down there. Will trying to back him up. Sashi barely gets top bar. That almost went over, and that would have brought the runner to second base, as it looks like Trevor Bauer, who is 2 for 2, I believe.
Trench, that ball was
you're still on
a quarter of an inch from going over that backstop.
You're still on mute. And here, Trevor Bauer comes to the plate. He has an RBI for the Bombers. I wouldn't be surprised to see Bauer go yard this game. Still loving the hairdo right there. I wonder if the Dragon Lady knew about it before he came home. I wonder if she did it. Okay, Chad, go ahead. I could feel your energy that you have to talk. I don't like
I'm
it,
good,
please.
Trench. Take over, Trench. You're the best up here, man. Just you got it all.
Strike two, Will Morris delivery. And Bauer once again, exit velo, double.
104, Trench, on the exit velo that time.
I knew it was going to be a good one. He is feeling it. You know what? Week 1, you said, not good. Week 2, good. Week 3, no good. Got to put your points on Trevor Bauer. Week 4, as Max Fernandez comes up to bat.
Part of the reason I did like the Bombers here tonight, I knew Bauer, he looked ready when I came in, and he is a game breaker. He can pitch, too. They haven't had to go to him this season, but Trevor had some positive pitching performances in the fall season, and he's probably the number 4 pitcher out here. They just have had so much success from the 3 Fernandez brothers that they haven't had to go to him yet this season.
Yeah, Bauer, power right there. And the Dragon Lady, she wakes up as Max unleashes hot fury to the left side. But that's just going to go foul. Like I said, Dragon Lady given the gift of sub. And that's going to score a run. And these are the Bombers we are used to. Bauer comes around, all smiles. This might be another gift of 5 subs for the Dragon Lady. She's deep in the hot cocoa, I'm sure, as Mateo is up to bat.
That's what this league has been missing this year, Trench. The 2-out single with that guy in scoring position. Just get that runner home. Excellent job by Max to get that ball in the 5-6 hole and put his Bombers on top.
Yeah, you were talking Bombers early.
Yeah, and if they can get game 1 and then get Mr. Grenier to show up here for game 2, they could be tough to beat tonight.
Oh, man, he kind of laid that one, and Mateo wishes he could have that one back. People get so worried about early leads. They're like, there goes my points. I'm done. And Mateo is going to wrap around just like it's... Oh, my God, Ruesch almost bats it to himself. Did you see that, Chad?
I did. I didn't think he was going to get to that, but the big thing out here is do not give up on that ball. Sometimes it slows down in the air. Ruesch was able to get his hand on it almost, reel it in. Trent, it's a lot tougher to throw a changeup here than you think. Throwing a changeup doesn't mean just lobbing it in there. It's very difficult to control a changeup and still keep that arm speed, but have the ball come out as when you pitch, it kind of stops. And, you know, it's a very tough trait to learn out here.
Good eye.
It looks like Will Morris is having a little bit of trouble mixing up the speeds out here.
Yeah, and I think he's just relying on one pitch right now, and this could be a good matchup for Hollis right here. Hail Hollis. Oh, goes to the left side. It's going to be an easy play on 3.
So I'm not sure if the viewers noticed that Mateo walked on that pitch that was right down the middle and hit the pan, but it was at 58 miles an hour, Trench. So that's why it has to be 55 or under to get a called strike. It ended up being ball 4 on Mateo. That's Will Morris's first walk. If a pitcher walks 2 in the same game, he is not eligible to pitch anymore that game. Very tough pitching rules out here. 9 innings per night per pitcher, so team's got to find 2 or 3 or 4 good arms to be able to successfully navigate through a season.
Yeah, it's always a devastating loss if you go 6 and lose like 2-1 or something like that. You don't even get the win and you only got 3 innings left. And if your game 2 starter is in trouble and the person backing him up gets in trouble, little iffy right there for sure.
Absolutely. You saw the Legends the other night have a chance to sweep my Lightning, and Trench, they were 1 pitcher short at the end, it looked like, and they made that move for you, and now that's going to be maybe a lot of your role there. When those games are on the line for the Legends, it might be you they go to.
And that's fine. I'll just do whatever I can for the Legends. But right now we're talking Bombers, Cajuns.
Bombers, Cajuns, 2-1 after 2. Anthony Michael leading off the top of the 3rd here. Anthony Michael's very good hand-eye, doesn't strike out a lot, good patient approach, tough to get him to chase.
I love that Evan Shield even has me in a Cy Young, early Cy Young prediction, but let me tell you, that's going to fade out real fast as the weather gets a little bit warmer.
Max with a gorgeous pitch on the inside bar that read 56 to lead off the at-bat for ball 1, and then he gets Michael chasing a drop down into the turf, and it's 1-2.
You just got to wait for that ball to get a little deeper in the zone. Definitely don't want to be chasing into the turf like that.
Ooh, that 58 looked like 70.
Yeah, that looked
Jeez.
so fast.
Max is really dialed in here tonight with his location. It's going to be tough to beat. Good fight by Michael, spoiling that. Going to get himself another pitch.
Oh, takes. I mean, it looks like he took a little off, but it still came in at 54. Swing and a miss by Anthony Michael. It says it's kind of diving down slider there as Bo Evans up to bat.
Let's go, Bo.
Oh, he got the tough spin there. It hit the ground, spun out into fair ground. Easy out for Max.
No, Evans, I think it was actually a 4-hitter. Leday got 2 hits for sure, but Will kind of got jammed and got a hit, and I think Sashi got a hit. But all in all, good pitching performance by Trench right here as Ryan
Ruesch.
There you go, Chad. That's good.
Wow, Max at 56 there. That was just dialed in by Max. He is locating that slider to pinpoint locations on that strike zone right now, Trench. Comes back with a changeup, and it was a good one, but just a little low. Max all around as you hear Ruesch taunting him out there.
You know what's great about Premier League Wiffle is when you're a pitcher and you're focused and you're locked in, it's really difficult to hit you, and sometimes pitchers feel that. And
Ruesch psyched himself right into a walk. I don't know what that was. Max all out of rhythm while Ruesch is running his mouth at the plate, and a 4-pitch walk develops. Max is first. Each pitcher has one. Oh, you don't see Leday chase that often. A little bit of a riser there by Max. First time he's featured that pitch tonight. Who's got that better headband, guys? Bobba or Ruesch? Get your votes in.
Leday hit a grand slam with, I think, that exact pitch. I think that's why he went after it.
He's very adept at going after that outside pitch and just kind of hitting it right where it came from. Hollis better be ready.
Wow, Leday. Can't believe that barely hit. Did it touch Briner? Man, I mean, nobody's...
Hit that replay again, guys. One more time. Yeah, you can
it
see
did.
it. Yeah,
you
can
can see it deflected right there. That barely whispered it. Jeez, Max.
He's dialing in
man.
postage stamps on the strike zone right now. Trench, nothing left in the middle of the plate except for one mistake he made to Morris in the first, but he's corrected that now. He's through 3. His Bombers have a 2-1 lead. What's going on? PLW Nation, Chad Phillips here with my main man, Trench Pacone.
Let's do it. Let's knock it out of the park. Uncharacteristically, Andrew Leday, 3 strikeouts to start the game. That is not
that
good
says
stuff.
Something about Max, man. That says how dialed in he is right now. He's faced some really tough pitches. Here's Big Al looking to get on for the top of his lineup, find some insurance runs for these Bombers.
You know what also in PLW here, it could really mess with your brain game for sure. Sometimes you could go up there and you feel like you can't even ever hit a wiffle ball again. You've never been able to even hit one anyway, but if you were a person that could hit the ball, Chad, sometimes it could really get in your head.
Oh, Al forgetting his pregame strategy there on that 1-1 pitch and swung at a pitch that was like 2 feet outside. Finds himself down in the count. Yeah, he gets a pitch he can handle. You can see Nielsen stepping to his left and having to dive back to his right. That's how much that ball moves. You can't anticipate too much out there, Trench.
Yeah, if I'm on third base, I'm covering that line a little bit more. Big Al known to just pull the ball as Fernandez, Alex. And he's upset saying, I loved that pitch. I should have done something with it. 0-2 count.
Wow, he drops down to the side, gets a little extra pep on it. Alex thought it was going to be hot. 54 it is, and he is down via the strikeout.
What do you do right here? Trevor Bauer, he's feeling it in the box. Morris already with the walk. Still got to come after him.
That's what you do right there, Trench. That's Bauer's susceptible zone down there. He likes to chase that pitch low, and he's going to have to learn to lay off that if he wants to be in that MVP race this season.
Yeah, the Dragon Lady not happy with that. She might go reverse sub right there.
Oh, can she do that? Can she remove subs that she gave earlier in the game?
Oh, man.
We'll have to look into that, Trench.
Right now, there's a poll up. Who's the scariest hitter? And Bauer's taken all of it, but he goes down inside to Will Morris.
Andrew Leday or Trevor Bauer? Who do you guys got? Who's that scarier hitter up here? I'm going to go Leday because Bauer has some holes. Leday does not have any holes up at the plate, even though he is 0 for 3 with a hat trick right now, Trench, which it can happen to the best of us out here on this wiffle ball field.
Yeah, of course. And, haven't seen a pitcher in a minute. You haven't seen their stuff. It takes an inning or two or maybe even a game to wrap your head around their style of pitching.
Very exaggerated results out here. When a guy's going good, he's going really good. And when a guy's struggling, it ends up kind of dogpiling on him.
That was ball 4.
What was that pitch? I want to see that again.
You'll see Leday's number rise here. I mean, the guy won the batting title last year, hit 10 hits last series. Good pitch.
There's a screwball, Trench. That's the best pitch he's thrown tonight. Max swings over the top of it. Excellent job by Will Morris to skate out of a jam.
Yeah, that's exactly what Andrew Leday wanted to see out of Morris. I was a little concerned about him just relying on the curve slider a little too much. It's that screwball that's going to change the hitting style for people.
Nice and smooth he threw that one. He didn't try and overcook it. He just let it go nice and simple out in front of him, and that ball moved a good 8 inches in. Late movement, too. It was not detected by the batter, and Max even had a late approach there and still was unable to pick up that late break.
Hey, TikTok, I see you guys. You just get one camera angle. Make sure you go to twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle, multiple camera angles, instant replay, hang out in the chat, and of course you can bet some wiffle ball points to redeem some really cool merchandise. We'll see you over there. As Casey Nielsen is up to bat in the top of the 4th. A lot of the lightning coming in on the chat right now. I got to tell you, I don't want to talk about your team because you'll rant on for the next 5 minutes.
I will not rant anywhere.
That's the importance of having an agile pitcher. I was just going to say on Friday, the last couple Friday nights, your team has been putting on an entertainment show. A lot of action there.
Yeah, they've taken about 2 years off my life the last 3 weeks. 9 one-run games. As you see him sneak one past Morris. If there is a little flaw to this Cajuns team, they've been excellent pitching. Their defense has been solid, and it's been all Leday and Morris so far this season, though. The other 6 or 7 guys in your team, they're all hitting, in between 150 and 230. Nobody really stands out yet. They're going to have somebody step up. Max threw that up really quick. It reads 59.
We're approaching 400 viewers for game number 1, and like I said, we're going to hit that 5 double donut right there. So Will Morris is down the count, 1 and 2.
Smart pitch by Max, keeping it out of Morris's wheelhouse. Morris chases, goes down swinging. 2 quick outs for Max.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going to come in, hit that pan, dies down last second, and bad swing by Morris there as Anthony Michael up to bat.
I'm going to call a single hit, Trench.
Are you?
Yeah, he's going to get a single or a double if he hits it good enough. Good pitch by Max. Gets up in the count, 1 and 2. He's got pinpoint location on that slider here so far in game 1.
Man, he is really feeling it.
1 and 2. 1, 2? That's what I have.
That's correct. 1, 2. Well, right back to him. My prediction, no good. As Max works another 1, 2, 3 inning, and the Cajuns only 6 outs to work with now, Trench.
And I'm looking at Bruce the Juicy saying Max is leading in strikeouts this year. I think it's a very high number. I'm sure they could find out in the chat right now how many he has. It's got to be in like the 30s or something, right?
Yeah,
right now?
They're probably in the top 5 in this league in pitching right now. As we said, he works at that batting cage. He's really been working hard every day on developing that release point. And it's all about how you can move that arm and how you can spin that radar gun. The veteran pitchers out here, let's just throw James Stein's name out there. He makes it look like it's so smooth. The ball never loses any speed. When he throws it, it stays the same speed. A lot of these guys are losing some MPH on the way to the plate, And that's why their balls don't look as hot as some of these other pitchers.
Yeah, and both Jake Purdy and Max Fernandez tied 34 strikeouts coming in. Of course, that number is going to rise as Mateo Fernandez up to bat right now.
That'll be a good battle all season, that strikeout battle. Look for Briner to pop his name into that as well. I did see Briner had 18 or 19 Ks in his 9 innings the other night.
That's incredible.
Morris, he's developing a nice little couple of pitches here. He's got that speed working.
And he's long, he's tall.
How fast was that last one, Trench? I didn't see.
50-something.
Good pitch, but it is 59. Mateo able to lay off. Count goes full. Morris already with 1 walk. Be careful here. Pretty good pitch there on 3-2, Trench, but Mateo spoils it.
He really went after him right there.
That was a good move by Morris. He doesn't want to give him something too easy, but he doesn't want to walk out. And he does walk out, just missing low. Good effort tonight by Morris. He goes 3+, gives up the 2 runs. Let's see who they're going to go with. The Bombers are...
It's going to be Leday, I would think.
The Bombers are calling for Ruesch. But Andrew's going to not allow that yet.
I love it. Wow, that's cool. Says, that's nasty. When Alex was mic'd up, that was his go-to words right there. PLW Nation, welcome to game number 1. This is a good one, as suspected, between the Cajuns and the Bombers. 2-1 Bombers. They're threatening a little bit. No outs, runner on first after Will Morris walked Mateo. The only run scored by the Cajuns, of course, was off the bat of Will Morris into Jim Dodo's Garden of Serenity.
4 innings charged to Morris as well. Even though he didn't get anybody out in the 4th, he's still charged 4 of his 9 innings tonight. Andrew Leday will also be charged an inning for this 4th inning here.
Let me ask you a question, Chad. What do you think about Andrew Leday coming in as solely a relief pitcher?
I think it's a really good move. I think that we've talked about doing the exact same thing with Purdy. And
coming in as relief?
Yeah, when the heat's on, you got to get your best out there. And if you put your best out there in game 1 and he throws 6 innings, it kind of handcuffs you the rest of the night. This way, he gets to experiment a little more with his team. And anytime the damage is ready to be done, he can come in and take care of business himself.
Yeah, that's the first time I might agree with you in the 4 seasons we've done this. Here's Hollis Hill.
Hollis drives one into the gap, and Ruesch is unable to control that body in the slide and catch it. It's going to be a dirty single.
It's like he ran into that ball more than tried to catch it.
Yeah, that did look a little odd. I thought he was going to grab it when it was up in the air, but it sunk quick, and he was unable to get his hands around it in that slide. When you do go into a slide, you really have to try and keep good control of that upper body, because if it's moving quickly, that ball will tend to bounce right off of your hands.
And a lot of people saying that headband might have caused a little bit of drag.
Good pitch by Leday.
That was a nasty screwball to the outside.
It certainly was. It certainly was. And I don't know how much I like this matchup for Big Al here.
Watch inside and tight. No, he goes outside.
He shows him that slider that starts in the middle of the left-hander's batter's box, tries to clip that outside, unable to do so. Al rolls one over to third base. They're going to go for the easy third to second double play. He throws a bullet to Bobba, who handles it.
I got to be honest, Chad, that's a dangerous throw. That could have went into the outfield. Weber saying out, Tom saying out, Fernandez. Jammed him real good right there for the easy.
You did well, Tom. You did well, Taylor. Your stop was perfect on that clock, Taylor. You didn't get it early at all.
You're a commentator.
Yep.
You're not on tonight.
Oh, sorry. Taylor was up in the booth, wanted to take a peek at the replay, and
just know your position.
Here's Alex Fernandez.
Alex punches one out to right. Bobba makes the easy catch.
Good play. Those are not easy. You got to backpedal, turn around. Sometimes it's over the shoulder. But the Bombers were threatening. Couldn't get anything done. The Cajuns in the top of the 5th are going to have to come in and get something going. I feel like they haven't done much so far this game.
Nope. Max has one walk, though, so if they can just draw one more walk, they can get a fresh arm out on the mound. I'm sure it would be Carrasco if that was to happen. Max has been dialed in, even here in his warm-up pitches. He's just tinking the outside of the bar. Max looks really good here tonight, and Alex knows it, and that's why he's putting him out there game one, trying to get his team off to a good start. Momentum out here is everything, Trench.
Yeah, I'm a big momentum type of person. That's the only reason I even like watching sports, is to see how teams handle having a big lead or being down big, pressure situations. That comes into a play all the time here in the Premier League. WIFFLE.
Yeah, every team's going to find themselves down 5 runs at some point this season as we move along, and we'll see who can handle it, who can't, and who gets stronger, and who folds into the relegation land.
Oh, man, that might tie the game.
Oh,
Bo Evans does! Bobo goes over the container. Home run.
What a swing. That's the best swing I've ever seen out of Bo Evans right there. I looked like he was expecting that pitch. He got that pitch, and he turned on it, and the Cajuns tie it up at 2.
Yeah, put a little chili pepper sauce on that bad boy.
Bo trying to earn his spot in that Cajuns lineup. They've been playing around with the bottom of it. He's been in, he's been out, and if he keeps hitting the ball like that, Trench, he's going to be in a lot more than he's out. See if that rattles Max. He's got to settle down. He walked Ruesch on 4 pitches last time. Ball 1. Ruesch swings there. Spoils it. 1-2.
You can see Ryan's wife on the container saying, put this baby in the basket out here. Ryan hit a home run in BP, and now he's feeling it. And that's twice. He goes right back up to the pitcher. And she might be looking for some divorce papers as we speak.
It's going to roll the lineup back to Leday. He is over 3 with 3 Ks. Let's see if he can get a beat on Max this at-bat.
Yeah, I just cannot see Leday going down on strikes anymore tonight.
Yeah, it starts to get in your head sometimes a little bit, Trench.
I know, but he's a champion, batting champion. He's a competitor.
He's the reigning player of the week in the PLW.
That too.
He takes that pitch at 56, showing his veteran. Oh, he got a piece of that. I could hear that little tippy tip. He lives to see another day here. That high pitch he's been chasing here tonight. Let's see if Max goes back to it. Nope. It's going to fill the count. Max with 1 walk already. This is a big pitch right now, Trench. He spoils that one, too, and he has the ability to spoil pitches like no one else in this league. You could see he was trying to spoil that one, trying to get a better one that he can handle here. And there it is, but it drops right off the table, and Max has given Leday the golden sombrero.
Wow. It shouldn't even be golden. It should be made out of, like, a different type of material, because there's nothing special about that, as Casey Nielsen comes up to bat, all smiles at a Leday. He loves wiffle ball. Top bar, tink, Chad.
Casey ripped a ball past Hale at third base last time.
Man, Max is on fire, Chad.
He's striking out everybody, but he did give up his second solo home run of the game. Ex-Lightning player, now Cajun standout Bo Evans.
Look at this poll. Will Leday ever get another hit again in PLW?
Get your votes in, guys. Get your votes in. That'll get you some wiffle ball points.
That's how nasty this game could be in your head. He had a couple pitches there that I think he could have got more bat on ball there, but he couldn't wrap around it. But Max is dealing, and when a pitcher's dealing, I don't care who you are susceptible to go down.
I think it's going to be Bauer leading off here, trying to get his Bombers a run. 2-2 game. Remember, extra innings no longer have a man on second base. They no longer have a limit of innings we will play. And they no longer are free for the pitchers. All extra innings are now counted toward that pitcher's 9-inning count for the night. A lot more aggressive rules for extra innings this season. Here's Bauer.
You can see our photographer, Alfonso, up there on container, making sure he gets the best shots he can. Bauer took ball number 1.
Leday has that slider in his back pocket anytime he needs it. He sneaks one past Trevor, and it's 1 and 2.
Oh, barely misses inside. He throws a knuckleball.
Is that what that was?
For sure. He's been working on that. I was actually talking to him last week, and I'll tell you why he's just picking up that knuckleball. Of course, everybody's watching Billy Santiwan.
Yeah, it was a knuckleball. You're right. You could see the grip. Take by Max there. Right-hander's very susceptible to chasing those outside pitches from Leday. It's hard to see which way they're breaking. And that one breaks straight into the ground. Max swings over the top of it.
Yeah, if you're not doing good in the box, you better be doing good on the mound. Should be an easy play for Bo. There's plenty of time. Throws it to the backstop. Under 5 seconds for out number 2. Hey, man, what a great game we got going on, Chad.
Hey, that was a great play by Bo Evans there. The throw could use a little bit of work there. It was a little weak of a throw from where he was, but he did a great job of getting down on that ball, keeping it in front of him.
Cody Runnels. Funny.
Mateo was the Bombers' best hitter by far in the fall season. He's come off to an okay start this season. He is hitting .353. But Leday makes easy work of him, and we're through 5, Trench. 2-2 game here.
Yeah.
Tight.
Mateo lifetime career, I think, is like a .373 hitter or something like that. So he's a big baller, and to have the dreaded dribbler come back to the pitcher, you got to love that if you're Leday.
I'd like to see Mateo draw a few more walks out there. I think that'll really complete his game. A tough start for a lot of hitters this season with tough conditions out here. Some of these guys have played with the wind blowing in a couple of their series, really not able to, build that home run totals. But look for the weather here as the start tonight here of much better going forward. Air pressure a lot lighter, and the ball's going to, stop dragging to the ground and more flying over the fence.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you there.
Maddie Levine hit the hardest ball. Maddie Levine hit the hardest ball
I can't with you right
that
now.
I've ever seen in my life, and it did not go out. And I'm on one batter penalty again.
Unbelievable. Will Morris takes one in the turf, swings, goes tiger uppercut, comes up air ball. Ooh, a little bit low and hot. It's going to bring the count to 1 and 2. Max has to remember that. He popped one off on him earlier in the game. And that's going to be a tip right there. Goes outside, brings the count. There's 2s all over the place. Cajuns 2, Bombers 2, 2-2 count. Max, number 22. I caught that last second. His number. And we're going to go to full count. Not anymore.
Ooh, it was hot too, but he couldn't lay off. It was too tempting. Hard to lay off those strikes when you have 2 strikes when they're over the speed limit. Much easier to do when have that count in your favor. That is going to bring up Anthony Michael here. Let's see if we can get this base hit this time, Trench. I feel like he's seeing Max pretty well. That pitch is just falling. Batters are pulling off of it a little bit. It's kind of fading away from them. He's mixing up his slider and that drop pitch very well here. Staying ahead in the count most of the night.
Up, babe, Anthony.
Easy take there from Michael. Moves the count to 1 and 2.
Nice.
Another pretty easy take there. You could tell that one was coming in pretty quick. It's 59.
Yeah, but a lot of these guys, they'll sometimes swing with those if it's hitting middle pan. Oh.
It was kind of a hanger there. Michael fouls it off.
You can see what taking off just a few miles per hour there does to the batters. Gets them jumping in front.
Good.
Max, once again, needs to make a pitch if he wants to continue pitching.
12-6. That's his go-to.
Good pitch there. Carrasco gets down.
No.
Does Hollis have time? I do not think so.
What a toss!
He does. 4-8-4. What do we got on the field? It looks like all three umpires have that under the 5 seconds, and an incredible play by Hollis Hale to keep traffic off the bases. Bo Evans hit a big game-tying home run last inning. Takes a good pitch by Max at 57 there for ball 1.
What a play. I don't think the fans at home realize how difficult it is when you're so deep in the outfield like that to make a throw to the backstop in time. Maybe that'll get his bat going as well.
Bo spoils that one there. You really got to keep that front shoulder in. Once you start to pull it out, you become so susceptible to that ball moving away from you.
And you can see Zoe in the chat, too, saying nice play. That might have been out of his distance.
Just foul there. It did go out of play off of Hollis. That would have been 2 bases if it was fair, but Taylor Briner, head umpire here, has it an inch foul.
Yeah, we have to make those calls on close plays, Ruesch. Shut up about that.
Hey.
Let's count.
2-2.
I thought that was 2.
And here we
2-2.
go. Deuces wild.
Bo hits it back up the middle. Good piece of hitting by Evans, and he's hot here tonight, Trench.
Yeah, I think he just understands what Max was going to throw right there. Goes right back, basically up the middle for a single. And the Cajuns could take the lead here if Ryan Ruesch could do anything, and he does. He goes right side. And you can see his wife on the container rooting him on as he crosses the finish line in first place on first base. Runners on first and third right now, Chad.
No damage done yet there. He does get to go first to third on a clean single to the right side of the field. There is a base open here. I know Leday's 0 for 4, but this is still trouble.
And that left side is kind of wide open, and Leday likes to slap it over there sometimes.
Yeah, Hollis is not in the best position over there, I don't feel, for Leday. There it is. And couldn't get it there.
He knows it, too.
Got to be careful throwing that pitch when you have no defense in that spot, because there's only one place Leday is going to put that pitch. Oh, man, Trench. That looked like it was way outside, and it comes back and catches the outside. Max works out of another jam.
I'll tell you right now, I call it the wiffle ball roulette. And sometimes you're just the person that is seeing the nastiest stuff from the pitcher. And right now it's Andrew Leday, and he's just nodding his head, saying, respecting the game. I hate when Russian, the wiffle ball roulette lands on me. Everybody hates it. Is that his 5th strikeout?
Do you know what that's called, Trench?
The Pelican? I don't know.
It's called a platinum sombrero.
Oh, man.
Leday with the first platinum sombrero of the year.
Why are they giving something that's like worth more than it is? Like platinum's going probably for like $2,500, $3,000 an ounce, and that seems like it's worth something.
You want to call it the coal sombrero?
Yeah, or like the hay straw sombrero, something. The old newspaper sombrero. It can't be the platinum, and I'm calling for maybe adding a different name for that.
Okay, I will consult the head of MLB statistics and see if I can get something done for you.
Well, we're not MLB, we're PLW. Here's Hollis Hale.
We're just following their lead. Leday.
Back and forth, these guys.
This is very good stuff, guys. Do not tune out your TVs. Oh, man, Leday. You just never know what's coming. He's in the Gannon boat. He has so many pitches, and sometimes it's just about which one he's going to throw. They're all so effective.
The poo sombrero. That's what we're going to call it.
Who's that? We'll give Snappy Good a little nod there. That was a good one.
As we eclipse 400 viewers, how could they not come in on Twitch right now to watch this bad boy?
Big Al has a lot of pop. When he connects, you never know where it's going to go.
That is true.
Big walk-off home run off of Chen last season. Good swing by Al there. Drafted by the New York Yankees back in 1997 or 8, I want to say.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter anymore.
This is wiffle ball.
Yep.
Completely different.
Yeah, we could put Mike Trout out here and make him look silly right now, Trench.
100%. The best of the best could come out here, and when you're facing pitchers that are spot on, there's nothing you could do. Alex Fernandez up to bat. Unless he does something right here, we're going extras.
Swinging for the downs there, Trench. But that pitch fell off the table again. Leday, so much up and down movement on that pitch. Very tough to square up. The quick pitch.
Done.
Wow.
Double nickels. We're going top 7. Love seeing that. The fans at home are loving seeing that. This one is getting really, really good.
That's one of the best pitches I've ever seen, Trench, right there. Oh, my. 0 chance for Fernandez to pull the trigger there. And, wow, we go to the 7th.
That's why all these people in the chat that are like, fly me down, I'm going to hit this, I'm going to hit that. It's not going to happen. That's why we have that poll, me and white boy Rick going at it. He's just, nothing's going to happen. He's just going to just Kate out constantly, or little dribblers. It's very difficult to get a bat around on these balls.
Yeah, that one especially there. Leday, that's the first quick pitch I've ever seen him throw out here, and he picked an interesting spot for it, moving his team into extra innings. Charge a 7th inning to max right now.
Right, and this plays into your pitching rotation, as last year extra innings weren't going towards your pitching totals, but now it is. Max only has 2 innings left for the rest of the series.
Except under one situation.
Which is what?
That Max cannot be 9 innings out of this game. So
right.
If this game goes 10 innings and Max is still out there after 9 innings, he is eligible to come in for the 10th still. A pitcher cannot lose his complete game as long as he starts that game with 0 innings pitched.
And I know Tanek wants this one to go at least 10 innings and the next 2 to go extra innings as well. He loves when PLW plays into the darkness of night, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. He loves it.
I love it too, Trench. Nielsen, hard hit through the 5-6 hole. Carrasco got a hand on that. Pretty impressive, as it looked like it was pretty far out of his reach. It's going to go down as a single, though, and the Cajuns have their leadoff batter on.
Will Morris hasn't really done anything since inning number 1, I believe, or 2. But he goes to Bauer. They're going to try to turn 2. I don't know if... Oh, no! He turned his head before he made the play, and the Cajuns are in the driver's seat right now. You could see. Watch his head turn. Oh, no.
I'm not sure if there was enough time to turn that double play. There might have been.
I don't know, but he needed to just grab that and make that play for out number 1. But instead, Anthony Michael is up. 2 runners on. No outs. Ball comes inside and high for ball number 1.
I've been feeling a hit out of Michael all night long here. What a spot this would be to get it done.
I know, but you can't keep saying that every time somebody comes up to bat. You got to pull it out at certain times.
I'm on Anthony Michael's train here tonight, Trench. I feel him going. He's got some good swings going. I feel like he's seeing Max well. Counts 2-2. Good pitch by Max. I think that was a screwball. Falls down inside on him, and here's Big Bo.
I don't know what it is, but I've been part of so many great games, and I'm in love with season number 4 right now. Here's Bo. He's been feeling it.
Solo home run to tie this game back in the 4th. And that was the 5th he hit that solo bomb to tie it, I believe. And then last inning in the 6th, a ringing base hit. There's another ringer. Carrasco able to just get a hand on it, make it dirty, which is a big deal here. That run's going to hold at 3rd because Alex got a piece, and they're loaded up with 1 out here.
Skycam 1, go to his wife on the container right now. Ryan Ruesch is up to bat. She's got to be real nervous with her man with the bases loaded, no outs.
Let's talk middle infield here. So if the middle infield is able to hit that middle of the backstop, you see the 3 panels on the backstop, that middle panel and the strike zone will be a force out at the plate. If they choose to get the force out at second base or third base force first, then the only way they can knock that down at the plate is by hitting the strike zone. So they'll have a very difficult decision here. Ruesch up the middle, off Max. Can they turn it? Bauer's going to try. No, and the run comes home, and the Cajuns take the 3-2 lead.
Man, very lucky he didn't throw that over or to the side of the backstop the way he was positioned, Chad.
Yeah, if he did, it would have been another run. Morris would have scored from second on that one if he did airmail that backstop, but it does hit the backstop. It is wide. The double play is no good. Actually, if he just hit the middle of the backstop, it would have been good because the inning would have been ended. The inning would have ended. There's Leday giving him some insurance, and it's 4-2. Leday 0 for 5 with 5 Ks going into that. Not this time.
Yeah, no way. You're not going to hold that dude down for long. He might get 4 or 5 hits in a row, but a little bit of an insurance run, and he's on the mound as well. Still 1 out. Runners on first and second, and Casey Nielsen up to bat. He's seeing the ball real well right now. And that's gone. Over
everything. Over everything, Trench. A 3-run bomb by Casey Nielsen. His first of season 4 gives the Cajuns a 5-run lead here in extra innings.
Incredible. A game could be tight all the way through, but now the Cajuns and their chili pepper sauce open up all over the Bombers, and they're going to have to bring that plane back to the airport and refuel and re-up. I don't know if they're going to be able to recover from the Cajuns right now.
Yeah, Casey Nielsen's certainly been slept on when my Lightning entered this league, and he was just kind of out there as a free agent. A big mistake to not claim him when I could have.
That's his first career home run in
Ooh, I know it's
PLW?
his first of the season, but that was about 60 feet over the wall, Trench. He hit that a good $170 out there. And wow, Casey Nielsen looking to give his Cajuns a good start to the night.
Oh, and look who shows up. It's my boy, white boy Rick, coming in. He doesn't look happy like maybe he went on the Bombers' side. He was probably real nervous, and he only surfaces when he's in a bad mood. Oh, he has 4 PLW home runs.
Yeah, I didn't think it was his first. It's his first of the season, though.
Good one for Casey. Will Morris up to bat right now as he gets jammed.
They're giving Trevor Bauer a chance to throw a little bit here. See if he can get a couple of outs. Give his Bombers a chance to swing the bats.
That's it, Will. Be patient.
This is Bauer's first pitching appearance of the season, I believe.
Yeah, smart move. I mean, Bauer's not a guy that they're going to see on the mound at all. Use up the rest of that for him. Give him an opportunity. The hush that has come over Hideaway Field right now. You could hear a pin drop.
Oh, well, Morris fooled by that pitch. I think
gonna
that's
be-
only 2 outs, but I could be wrong.
What were the outs? Anthony Michael, Will Morris, and who else?
Taylor, make sure that's 3 outs.
Even Leday saying 2 outs.
Reiner, is that 10 round rule or no? Is we still in the game?
That has 3.
Okay, 3 outs. Graphic on the screen was wrong. There is 3 outs. So that was a big 2-out rally then, Trent.
Oh, yeah, the force at second. Michael, and then
Oh, that's right. They didn't double play. They didn't turn. That's correct.
Dodo's finding that one in his back pocket. The Cajuns rallied right there. This one could be over unless the Bombers refuel, fly back out there, and drop some napalm on these Cajuns.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to go down 1 game right here with 2 more remaining.
Using a 4th Andrew Leday inning here. That's maybe the one little shining glimmer of hope that they can end Leday's night before the end of it.
Would you use Leday right here? Or is
I would go somewhere else with a 5-run lead here for sure. But Leday wants to make sure he locks in game number 1 here. He's going to do it himself.
not a good first pitch to lock in anything.
The other reason why I would let somebody else do it is because if Leday gets in trouble here and walks himself out. Now they have to go to secondary pitchers to finish the game. If he puts one of those guys out first, he can save an inning for himself. Wow, good play by Bobba there. Does Evans have time? No, he does not. He might have had time. He threw a little flutter ball, though, and they got their leadoff batter on. And one batter at a time, Trench. Bombers see if they can get a rally going.
Wait a minute. We got some action going on for the Bombers.
Oh, I guess we're finding out that Bo Evans threw a pancaked ball there. That's why that throw fluttered in. That ball was pancaked when he threw it. Bauer can stay at second base there on the base hit by Max. And the Bombers have 2 on and nobody out. And don't close the door on this one just yet. Here's Mateo. A walk here now, Trench, and all of a sudden...
I know.
I mean, it doesn't take a lot out here. These Bombers look extremely focused. Good take by Mateo there. I think I would take the next one, too, here. Look for Leday to come with that slider now and get it over here.
There's no way. Mateo's looking for something in the pan. He's going to hit it hard.
Oh. It was not in the pan, Trench. It would have been ball 3 and a huge step to getting back in this game. Instead, he finds himself even.
Right now, Tanek's heart rate is elevated, and it doesn't take much for him to start being out of breath.
Another 2-2 pitch here from Leday.
Watch a screwball. Is he going to go fair?
I don't think so. Mateo fights off another. This is a big battle in this league here.
Oh, man, watch for an Boppo right here by Mateo.
No, don't like that pitch choice by Leday there, and that fills the count up. A walk is a devastating blow to these Cajuns right here. And there it is, Trench. That is a big, big walk for the Bombers. One more of those, and not only is Leday done, but the tying run will be at the plate against who knows who they bring back in. They're going to have to probably go back to...
Look who's up. Chad, is this the time that he does something?
There it is, and the tying run will come to the plate just like that. The Bombers put their first 4 guys on base here. A 2 RBI single by Hale. Woo!
Man.
Here's Big Al, biggest spot he's been in a while.
Incredible.
Imagine this game goes 7-7 into the 8th, Trench. Would that be the most unprecedented?
I would have went Sashi Bobba to come out in this.
Yes, I like that. I like Bobba coming in, and or even Ruesch, giving Ruesch 1 inning, letting him get his feet wet out there and finding his rhythm in an easy spot.
If I'm Leday, I have to strike out Big Al right here or get him into a ground ball to third base, try to turn 2.
Yeah, I think Leday needs to lay 1 in right here, but that's dangerous.
Big Al, he's got power.
There's that slider. He finds a good location with it.
Great location. Big Al was worried that he'd swing at something outside. He just let that one go as the Dragon Lady is giving the gift of sub deep here in the bottom of the 7th.
Good take by Al there, 2-2. This is the pitch here, Trench. You've mentioned it many times. The 2-2 pitch is the action pitch. Pitchers don't want to go 3 balls.
I got to throw a 12-6.
He takes the screwball away, and Big Al has a full count as the tying run at the plate. Still nobody out here.
If I'm Andrew Leday, I'm going right after him. If I walk him, I'm bringing in Ruesch.
He walked in, Trench. 5 straight batters to start the 7th inning.
Yeah, an incredible inning for the Bombers to make this a game as Ryan Ruesch coming in. And he loves spots like this, all eyeballs on him. Let's see if he could get the first out for the Cajuns. And remember, a home run would end this game. What an incredible comeback that would be.
A clean double will tie it as the tying run is on first base here. Wow, did not see this coming, Trench. It looked like the Bombers were defeated after that 5-run top of the 7th, but this team showing lots of fight and putting the comeback on the table here. They were probably 40-1 underdogs after a 2-2 game through 6, give up 5. It was over, but
yeah,
it's never
like
over.
I said, I would have went Sashi Bobba to open up that 7th inning. see what happens, and if Andrew Leday needs to come in at that point, then you do.
Yeah, now, Leday could be coming in to get, to bear down here, but instead he's walked himself out, as I mentioned earlier. If Ruesch doesn't have it here, the Bombers are going to win this game, Trench.
Yeah. It's as simple as that.
Let's go!
And Ruesch is saying, let's go.
Ruesch talking to his defense, getting them set where he wants them. Outfield playing very deep. Infield looking for a double play.
Oh, so much pressure right here. I mean, it feels like what do you think the money line would be right here for the Bombers to win this?
Right this minute, I would say that they are minus 120. Yeah, it's about a pick'em, Trench. And as each ball keeps coming in, the Bombers have moving to minus 140, 150 here. An easy ball 4, and Ruesch walks the first batter.
Oh my.
Exactly what they didn't need.
Is Bauer up right now? He's the type of dude that will hit a double and end this game and do a bat flip that'll go 50 feet in the air.
Will be careful tagging up if I'm Hollis, as that run means absolutely nothing on third base. There's no reason for him to tag up. Bauer swings at that pitch down again.
If Bauer wins this game, the Dragon Lady might gift 20 to 30 subs.
Good take there.
Great take by Bauer right there. I mean, you got to feel, there's a lot of pressure on him to win this one.
Ruesch working a little too quickly for my liking out there, Trench. He's rushing himself a little bit. Count moves 2-2. And sneaks one by Bauer for the first out.
I'll tell you right now, there's nobody more nervous than Andrew Leday watching his boy, Ryan Ruesch.
Good take. Throws that drop again. It's a good one. Max lays off. They've been swinging at that pitch the last several games. 1 mile per hour over. Heartbreaker for Ruesch. Look for Max to find something to drive. A double wins it. There it is. It's fly ball. Don't tag, Hollis. He drops it. And it's going to go out of play. It goes out of play, and the game is tied.
Unbelievable. That ball needs to be caught and then a throw home to try to end it.
There's no reason for anybody to be tagging up there, though, Trench. That run is...
Oh, but from way out there across your body.
It doesn't matter. The run means absolutely nothing. The winning run, the tying run is on second base here, but now all of a sudden we have a 7-7 game as the error pushes a second runner home. They're going to pinch run, it looks like. Yes, they are. Jake Schirle, the first ever pinch runner in PLW history, Trench.
You know what I'm calling this game right now? If the Cajuns can't pull this one out, the Cajun collapse. Oh, it didn't go out. They're still down by 1. It was a dirty single.
It didn't go out of play. Oh, we're blocked. Oh, okay, after a discussion between the umpires, the ball didn't go out of play. This game moves so quickly, so it is still 7-6 Cajuns, bases loaded, 1 out.
1 out. A double play would end it.
Oh, he drops another! He drops another, Trench! 2 straight! He was going to tag up and tie the game on that play anyways, but instead it's another error. Oh, no, Cajuns. Tie game.
And immediately Anthony Michael goes out there. That ball was smoked, but it's right in your hands. You got to come up with that one.
Here's your guy, Hollis Hale, Trench.
Yeah, got a at bat real good last time.
Sack fly wins it here. Alex on third base, ready to tag if Hollis can get one up in the air to the outfield.
I'm throwing a nasty screwball if I am him right there.
That's a good pitch. Looks like he's aiming a little bit out there tonight, Trench.
Yeah.
He's not making his pitches like he was the last couple.
This
Hollis
might end
hits
it.
one.
Who's it going to be? Game's over. No!
Game's over.
It's over. And the Bombers have completed one of the most epic comebacks in PLW history. Down, 7-2?
7-2 in the 7th.
Wow. The Cajun collapse.
the walk-off sack fly as Alex scampers home. Remember, as soon as that ball contacts the outfielder, he can start running home. You do not have to wait for that catch to be completed. Alex started bursting before they even know they had the ball out there. He was already home to score, and the game was over.
Both these teams now tied 5 wins, 5 losses. Oh, man, that is going to be a classic. Oh, my God. Anthony Michael saying the craziest things are happening to me at the end of these games. You know, he almost had that walk-off grand slam. He has a ball out there that he's going to get.
Was that Michael that caught that ball out there?
Yes.
Or did the infielder catch it?
It was
he bobbled
Anthony
it up?
Michael, I think,
What
that
a
caught
grab.
that one.
He went a mile for that. The only saving grace they had was that ball went foul. And if it was foul, they have to let it drop, because if he catches it foul, he's still going to tag and score. So trying to catch that was probably a mistake to begin with, because there was no way to win once he caught it or dropped it out there.
There was nothing you could do out there. Great comeback by the Bombers, and that is a testament of a team that goes out, has no quit in them. What a great game,
What
Chad.
a great game. We got to sign out, guys, after that one.
20
Me
seconds.
and Trench need a breath. We'll see you soon. Whew, we're back here.
How could anything eclipse that time? Look at the Cajuns are shocked right now. Looks like Sashi Boba's hair stood up after that game.
Maybe we should just give the Bombers game 2 and the Cajuns game 3 and get out of here right now, Trench, because we're going to have a tough time topping that one tonight.
An amazing performance by the Bombers. And like I said, it's a testament to PLW teams that don't quit. You could put up runs in a hurry. Amazing game.
8 base runners they get on base in the 7th inning and win the game after being down 5. The score in the 7th inning was 6-5. Who knows what's going to happen in game 2? We have a pitcher's duel turn into an offensive outburst. Alex Carrasco going to be throwing for the Bombers in game 2, and we know he's ready to go. I'm not sure who the Cajuns are throwing yet. I think it's Ruesch, but I could be
I need a hot
incorrect.
cocoa, man. I got to tell you.
So pitching's innings there was 4 and 4 for Morris and Leday, and 7 for Max. 1 for Bauer. Give Trevor Bauer the win there. He came in and get 1 out to end the top of the 7th and gets the W.
Yeah, the biggest winner right now is my hat. I'm looking to call out White Boy Rick right now on air. What do you think? Where's he at now, White Boy Rick? You and your phantom wife? Get out of here. Eating your Doritos, playing your little games at home. Ain't got time for that.
Who we got throwing, Cajuns? Ruesch is throwing. Ruesch against Alex Fernandez here tonight. Game number 2. Just saw the Bombers walk off in extras 8-7 in the craziest PLLW game ever.
That was insane. I mean, we had one. Look at the Cajuns' last couple games, or 2 out of 3 games. The 10-9 loss to the Sand Vipers. They were trying to come back and win that one. They do the reverse on that. They're up big and fall to the Bombers.
And they open the season with the Bruce Houston walk-off in the bottom of the inning, and then they walked off in game 2.
Listen, TikTok, you're out there. I see you watching from one phone right there. You have to come over to Twitch right now to get all the angles, instant replay. Our chat is lively. All the wiffle ball points you can see. Man, there would be no other reason to stay on TikTok right now.
All right, same line this game. Pick'em. It's clearly a pick'em. These teams are extremely evenly matched. Who do you got, Cajuns or Bombers? Looks like the early money is creeping in on the Cajuns. Too close to call still, though. Get those wiffle points in.
Nothing's going to top it now, White Boy Rick. There's no emoji that you could put up there. There's no little things that you could do. Your days of White Boy Rick, they're over.
It was a good run. It was a good run.
He's canceled.
It was a good run.
I mean, he's canceled.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could do now.
Nothing at all. Game 2 ready to get underway here. Andrew Leday back in the leadoff spot here. See if he can have a little better success against Alex.
Noob, I was the most popular player before this season, that season 1 ever started.
How's that looking now? Andrew Leday in the box. Carrasco on the rubber.
Leday, he struck out 5 times. They were up big.
I'm benched for a batter. You're up.
Really, dude? You have one job to do up here.
Struggling with the names tonight.
Ooh, check by Leday right there. It's going to bring the count to 2-0. How are they going to respond? We were talking about momentum teams. The Cajuns have to respond here and do what they do best, and that's just stay focused, stay balanced. But right now, Fernandez coming submarine sidearm, and Leday is having himself a disastrous start for the series. It would have been a great win for the Cajuns with that disaster from Leday, but they just couldn't pull it off. Here's Casey Nielsen.
You still got plenty of time to get those wiffle points in, guys. We're going to leave these betting lines open until there's a point of contention here. Good play by Max out at shortstop, second out of the inning.
I was super late. I went to push it, it didn't stop it, so I was like a quarter of a second late.
Bombers discussing here what they want to do with their approach against Morris. Morris, rookie in this league. Nobody really has a very good bead on his profile yet. It seems like Trench mentioned that he's been struggling with that pitch in, the slider in on his hands, having a tough time laying off of that. It's not really a pitch that Alex features, though.
You know, while we were watching the one of the most epic games, we've eclipsed 500 viewers here. PLW Nation is growing. We are strong. We are ready, as Max is going to make it easy play, easy work for the Bombers. And, man, they must be high on their horse right now. After that comeback, I'd be scared if I'm the Cajuns. They're going to have to really lock these guys down. And it looks like Sashi, Bobba.
No, I think
No?
Ruesch is throwing this game.
Good job, Chad.
And the Bombers have all the momentum right now, Trench. You are right about that. So Ruesch has his work cut out for him here to try and get that momentum back in his team's court. Without it, it's hard to win out here sometimes. You gotta feel like a team. I still want to see a replay of that play last game of that ball that was dropped out in right field. I thought that went way out of play. I guess it must have hit something over there and stayed in play.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we have umpires and officials for a reason. Our stream team is like 10, 12 people deep. A lot of people at home when they're watching, they don't realize how many people it takes. You got to remember, underneath our commentating booth is a area that they can't even see. A room with all the controls, all the monitors. There's guys handling the different angles and stuff. Give it up for the stream team right now. Give them fireworks. Give them a thumbs up. Give them a whatever you need to do in the chat. Show them some love as we have the best production in the nation by far.
They got their own Airbnb down there, Trench, right now.
You know, how much does it cost to stay in there? When it's freezing out, those guys are warm and snuggly.
Yeah, we should be renting that place out when we're not out here playing.
Yeah, $250 a night and a signed wiffle ball and maybe a hot cocoa or two.
Sounds good.
That's where it is. That's how we upgrade our stream to get these cameras and stuff that we need to do.
All right, let's see if Ruesch can work more on focusing on his pitches out there. I think he was aiming it a little and trying
to
a little
avoid.
too hard.
He's trying to avoid the walk. And when you're trying to avoid the walk, it turns you into a different pitcher. What you need to do is throw a lob ball at 39, ice the guy while the bases are loaded, and then you walk in and you win the game.
You do. I think you have to be careful who you throw 39 to out here.
Yeah. I think it was a mistake on Leday's part to come in on the 7th. I would have went Sashi to open up the inning. If he gets in trouble, now you go back to Leday or Ruesch, see if you could ice him. I didn't like that play.
Yeah, we both agreed on that as it was occurring. There's Alex Fernandez. He flirted with some left-handers, batter's box stuff in the opener, but I think he's found his home back in the right-hander's batter's box here.
Yeah.
Easy to start questioning yourself out here when you get into a little slump.
After an 8-7 win by the Bombers, this game might go 1-0. That's kind of how it goes sometimes. Frosty, I'm with you.
What's Warfield saying here? Highlight attempt number 2, highlight attempt number 3.
Well, you don't have to say everything that you're reading up there, Chad. Nobody knows what you're talking about if they're just listening.
I think everybody's
You
acknowledging
need to take my
Warfield.
tutorial. Have you taken my commentating tutorial yet? Ooh, good pitch by Ruesch right there to sit down Fernandez. It is quiet out there after what just happened in game number 1.
Everybody's still trying to catch their breath.
I remember Dodo's when he was commentating that Vipers Cajuns game. He's like, man, I need a minute to refocus, re-up, catch my breath. I'm feeling it.
I believe Ruesch did strike out Bauer in the 7th inning.
Listen, Chad, if that happens again, I'm going to have to ask you to leave the booth for at least 2 to 3 minutes, compose yourself, and then come back up like a new man, like you want to be here, okay?
Big swing by Bauer. Good pitch by Ruesch.
Chad, I hate it. Seriously, man. If GK was here, he'd yank you right out of the box. Here's Mateo.
Those betting lines are still open, guys. Still a 0-0 game. And who's going to win here? Who do you guys like? I'm still on the Bombers here. You still on the Cajuns trench? It's kind of late to pull back now.
Other than a collapse, once a season collapse like that, I like the Cajuns here still.
Alex Fernandez's veteran presence on the mound here, I think, is really going to guide the Bombers to a series win. Get your bets in, guys, on the Bombers. It's about even money still. Looks like the Cajuns slight favorites here.
Ruesch is just not on his game right now. And that might go. Will, right there.
Ooh, a little bit of a slingshot effect off his bat there, but Morris with a great play, great position.
Yeah, backed right into that pink box. You got to love that.
You know, the Cajuns are holding their breath as pop flies go up to right field here.
And you got to feel bad for Sean Suller out there in right. A couple balls that could have ended the game. Yes, they were hard hits, but you got to get after it. You got to win the game for your team.
I think the first one he was more thinking about making a throw home, as you mentioned, and he kind of stopped focusing on the catch a little too soon and dropped that one. The second one was a missile, and, you know, that one's understandable that it was tough to make a play on. But that first one has to be caught, and that would have changed the whole outlook on that inning.
Yeah, PLW is savage. Dodo's is right there. Where's Morris in right field right there? You want to see everybody play well and, you know, not make mistakes, but you got to go with the players that you feel are going to make the plays, and right there for that inning, Suller was not the player for that one, as Anthony Michael comes up to bat. Is that going to drop? No. Mateo takes a bow. How many more family members could they possibly add to that team?
Well,
is that everybody?
It's a 12-man roster, so I think the answer is 7. They have 5. Oh, Evans had a good game 1. Looking to keep up his momentum. It was a nice little catch by Mateo out there. One of those last week played games with him and ended up dropping in front of him. He made the adjustment.
Oh, Lord Shibby, that would be great. Some merch that says like Team Trench and Team WBR.
Looks like the Bombers have taken the lead in the betting here. Still got some chances to get those bets in. Alex lets it slip through, but he's got plenty of time to regain his composure. Make an easy throw for the second out of the inning. Down to the 6 hole here. Here's Ryan Ruesch. 439, 439, and 440 the 3 times on that last play.
We'll do better for you, Big Al.
Carrasco. Good pitch on the inside.
You know, it's also amazing. You go from player of the week, getting 10 hits, grand slams, 100 RBIs, even pitched well, to you can't hit the ball. And he also walked Big Al right there, which was really the catalyst of that inning.
It's tough to be great out here every night, Trench.
Takes a special type of woman to be married to this guy. And he goes to the right side. And that's going to put a ring on a finger for sure as he silenced. Does some sort of moonwalk there. Can't say I like to see that. And here's Andrew Leday up to bat.
That was a good piece of hitting right there, Trench. Taking that pitch right where it was outside, slapping it the other way. Easy single. Here's Leday. He's 1 for 7 with 6 strikeouts here tonight so far. Not striking out this time, though. Bauer, easy flip to second base. 3rd out of the inning.
If I'm Andrew Leday, I'm bringing my team around. I'm rallying my team around, saying, guys, we're in a new game right now. Let's go win the next 2. Let's put these guys to bed, because regardless of what happened in game 1, if the Cajuns come out here and win the next 2 games, it's a win.
100% Trench. Let's talk about the batting average leaders in the league. Right now we have 4 guys hitting above 400, just 4. 2 of those guys are hitting above 500. Andrew Leday was one of them at 526 coming into tonight. Obviously that's down in the 440, 430 range now after his 1 for 7 or 8.
Wait, let me guess. I don't know.
Dodos, 517.
Dodos,
517 now leading this league in average as of right now. A pretty solid drop-off down to Couts at 457, and the only other member over 400 in the league right now is Mr. Justen at 412.
The juice. Mr. Protein Powder himself.
Dodos, a huge lead in OPS at 1790. Dodos' OPS with a large lead over second place.
I love our fans, man. No matter how crazy it gets. Lots of fun stuff.
Punch the other way. Easy play for Morris. 1 and quick out for Ruesch. Right back to the no-run type of games here, Trench, after a huge outburst in extra innings.
Oh, man.
Good drop by Ruesch. Hollis swinging over the top. Quickly 0-2. Ruesch settling in here, it looks like.
This season, Anteater, my average stinks. But career, I think I'm 255 or 260 with an on base of 350.
Hollis hits one. It's in foul ground, but Bobba has a beat on it. Makes a good catch over there. 2 quick outs for Ruesch.
You know, over the winter, I was like, oh, my back's good. I'm good this season. It's wiffle ball. We just take violent swings. We're all diving all over the place.
Yeah, this turf isn't very forgiving, Trench.
Yeah.
It's basically a big cement block with a carpet over the top of it. Good pitch by Ruesch, ahead in the count. Once again this inning, Big Al fights one off. Ruesch has all of his weapons at his disposal here on 0-2. Slider, Al catches off the inside of the bat.
That was the weakest hit I've ever seen. There's a little tissue hit off of that. One of your boys, Cody Runnels, is saying, I'll be up in that 400 club after this week. What do you think, Chadsters?
Oh, I would love to see it, Cody. Cody had a bad start to week 1, too, so he's definitely in that 400 club over the last 6 games, 2 weeks. So hopefully that's true.
Last game, you couldn't go leave your couch to get to the kitchen and grab chips and salsa or whatever your hot cocos. This game, you might be able to do that. A couple double donuts out there. Nothing really being generated by either team. Good pitching on both sides.
I want to perfect through 2, Trench. He's perfect through 2.
Yeah, I want to thank all our fans tuning in to PLW Nation right here on Twitch. I'm with my main man, the human punching bag of Premier League Wiffle, Mr. Chad Wilson Phillips himself. I'm Trench Bacone, once a Sand Viper. Now, I am legend.
I see somebody in the chat asking what these teams' records are. They're both 5-5 after the Bombers prevailed in Game 1. The 7th inning featured 11 runs, 5 by the Cajuns in the top of the 7th, only to be answered by a 6 spot by the Bombers in the bottom of the 7th.
Incredible.
And that evens both teams' records at 500. Alex Fernandez gave up 1 single in the first inning, back out there for the second. Looks like Casey Nielsen has been... Oh, this is the third. I apologize. We're through 2 complete here. 1 base runner combined for the 2 teams. Casey continues his hot hitting, sneaks that to the container. Mateo unable to knock it down in the outfield. It's going to be a double for Nielsen leading off the third.
Yeah, you knew his bat was going to come alive because it was a little bit quiet in the Vipers series, but he's a good hitter. That was inevitable. Here's Will Morris.
Casey hit one in the top of the seventh, about 170 feet, way over the container, looking to build off of that momentum.
Oh, no.
Alex loses his release point on those first couple of pitches, and Morris finds himself in the driver's seat. Morris hits one hard, hits one deep. It's caught on the side.
He grabbed it with his knuckles.
Will Morris with his second home run of the season. He sprays him to the right field. He sprays him to left field. And the Cajuns take a 2-0 lead.
Oh, man, what a catch by Santiwan out there.
Doing some scouting, it looks like, for his Vaders. 3 complete game shutouts this season, all for Santiwan. Looking really good so far to start the season. Here's Anthony Michael back.
Oh, big swing.
Look at his bat. It's glowing, Trench. Sparkly.
Oh, almost gets inside Tink right there. That's, look, Jason Morris. Is that his wife?
Apparently it's his baby daddy.
Wait, what?
One down.
I can't make sense of it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I'm telling you, he does everything with his knuckles, Billy. Incredible.
Good eye.
Bo Evans' approach getting better every time he gets in that batter's box. Really seeing the importance of getting ahead in the count. And he does so again, 2-1. And we saw him sit on a pitch in game number 1 and hit it over the fence. He's looking to do the same thing.
Oh, man.
Pulled off of that one, Trench.
Yeah, kind of hung that one out there. It's going to bring the count to 2-2. Oh, man. Good layoff by Bobo right there. Remember Bobo?
I remember Bobo.
I loved Bobo.
He may be back someday. He is 50 years old, though, Trench, so it's a
His
little
days are over.
tough for him to...
I'm not
have
saying
much
that age
success.
matters, but I don't know if he's PLW ready anymore.
I don't think so either. He's hasn't been out here. Everybody's gotten so much better. 3-2 pitch. Evans takes it, and Carrasco finds
walk.
his first walk.
Yeah, you never want to walk, and you can see Sashi saying, do something, Ryan. Your wife's out there rooting you on, talking to another team's pitcher.
Swing. No swing.
Yes, he did.
Not a good swing there. He appeals that he didn't go, but Briner shuts that down quickly. 0-2.
I cringe when I see people swing like that, Chad, and here's why.
How about like that, Trench?
No, that's good.
But that's a good play by Jake Schirle out there, ranging over on that line drive, second out of the inning.
I just met Adam Tanek, 3-4 years ago, and we're playing fast pitch, and I tried to check swing like that and blew out my bicep tendon, and I've never recovered.
Yeah, when I first met you, you were just cast off. So yeah,
Man.
tough injury.
Whoa, Billy, you better watch it, buddy.
Getting a little close there, huh?
That's Billy. That's Knuckleball Billy. Maybe do an old Western called Knuckleball Billy.
Well, after his wife watched a couple of his swings, I'm sure she's lost interest.
And that's the 14th strikeout by Leday. He's looking up in the air, praying to the wiffle ball god, saying, what am I doing?
Bombers pitching staff locked in tonight. Alex Fernandez looking good. But a 2-run home run by maybe trying to chase down that Kyle Etter in the in the Rookie of the Year League. Will Morris having a big night here, and he's got his Cajuns on top, 2-0 early.
I wonder if there's going to be a Rookie of the Year 2 or 3 players like for weeks on end, or is somebody just going to emerge as the league favorite for the ROY? What do you think?
I don't know. There's about 4 or 5 guys in the mix now. Runnels, Perez, Morris, Eder. Am I missing somebody? I think I'm missing one person. Maybe Tavano. I don't think Tavano's numbers are up there with those guys yet, though. But they're average at least. So one big game, and they're going to be up there. So he's definitely in the mix.
Yeah, he hit his first career PLW home run last series. Big moment for him.
Now that you've been traded, somebody's got to replace your production. Maybe it's Tavano that steps up.
I haven't had any production.
You had plenty of production.
I was looking at my career stats. I have 20 home runs in this league, and that's pretty big for me.
How many do I got?
It's sad, Chad, that you've played just countless wiffle ball, and you still haven't got one over the container. Here's Trevor Bauer.
I'm targeting season 7. Ruesch gets a quick comebacker off of Alex's bat for an easy first out, bringing up Bauer, trying to lay off of that low pitch. And now a tough spot for Ruesch behind Bauer, 2-1. Oh, Bauer just can't stay patient enough. You know what? Trevor Bauer has 0 walks on the year, Trench.
Yeah, that's not a good number. He likes to come out here and go power Bauer.
It does. It's full here.
Bauer, let's see what happens. Ryan's going to put one in the turf. Maybe. No.
Good late swing. Bauer recognizing what pitch.
You don't want to walk out here. But if I'm Ryan, I think I got to try to throw a screwball and make Trevor reach.
He doesn't have a walk yet. He's actually 7 up, 7 down right now, Trench. Still got that perfect game going. 7 outs down, 11 to go. A third, 3-2 pitch to Bauer. It's right in there at 53. Ruesch, the high drop. Bauer frozen.
You're off a batter again, Chad. I'm sorry. Tough strikeout right there for Bauer, but man, you're kind of hoping for a walk. You get frozen. Bauer's a power guy, so he probably should have unleashed on that one, but a walk there would have been huge to try to get Ryan out of this game.
Not 39. Come on, bro. There we go. Hey! That was ball 3. Ball 3. Ball 3. Ball 4. Ball 4.
You could read, right, Chad? Here, read that. See that? That's how I want you to say it. Not elongated like that.
That's a good play by Ruesch to end the inning. Ruesch, perfect through half of this game. 9 up and 9 down.
Amazing pitching performance so far for Ryan. It's what he does. He's a good pitcher. Sometimes he gets in some jams. I think he got in his head last game a little bit. He was trying to place it
He was
a little
aiming.
too much.
Somebody asked about the home run leaders in the PLW right now through 3 weeks. Ibarra with 7, Bauer with 6, and then Chen, Dodos, and Eder have 5 apiece. And there's 4 guys tied with 4, I believe.
How many home runs does Adam Tanek have?
He might be one of those guys with 4. I know Bruce has 4. I think Leday had 4 as well, and I think Tanek might have 4.
How many does Tom have?
2, I think.
No, he hit 3 in a series.
All right, then it's 3.
Yeah. Oh, no. Tanek only 2 home runs so far on the season. He'll get his bat together. He'll be right up there with the big boys by this when it's all said and done.
No doubt about that. Casey Nielsen steps in to lead off the top of the 4th. Cajuns, 2-0 lead here.
Ooh, people are calling a TB7 4 home run series tomorrow, but that's going to be hard to do one-handed. Been struggling just a little bit. Can't wait to get that cast off and be a full go as Nielsen rolls over on that one. Foul.
Nielsen was primarily an opposite field hitter last season. It looks like he's really learning how to pull the ball and turn on it. Could be a very dangerous hitter if he's able to do both.
Good call, Tom.
Just a little hot from Fernandez there is going to even the count at 2-2. Good eye by Nielsen. Tough to take 57 with 2 strikes. He puts that one in play, but right back to the mound. Fernandez with the easy play for the first out of the 4th. Will Morris made a big impact in his last plate appearance with a 2-run shot over the container. All the offense so far in this one.
Somebody's going to have to turn that alarm off as on this broadcast. That's going to be very, very annoying.
Morris hits another ball hard. This is a base hit up the middle. He stays hot. 1-out single for Will Morris and his Cajuns.
Taylor, can we get that handled? We can't hear that. Just pause the game or something. Can't be hearing that the whole time.
Billy's breaking into cars.
Apologize to the viewers for that alarm that's going off. Oh. Great play by Hollis Hale. Good reaction time, good hands. Hollis.
Oh my God. Somebody's got to get a handle on that car. Oh, it's Casey Nielsen.
Here's Bo Evans. 2 outs, man on first. He's got too long of a swing sometimes. If he shortens that swing up just a little bit, Trench.
I wonder if that car's going to be on cinder blocks by the end of this one.
Good eye.
There it is. Thank God. Here's Bo, 1-2. Checks up right there.
Both umpires have safe on the appeal on that check swing. Evans able to hold up and even the count at 2-2. Rolls one over. Hollis, a vacuum over there. Makes the easy flip to second. Yeah, there's no step limit. Hollis is actually allowed to run that to all the way to second base himself. As of now, coming home, you are allowed to step in a crow hop to make that throw home.
What do you think? Is there going to be some kind of new rule on that? What do you think about that play?
Well, I mean, yeah, if Hollis starts running that to second base himself, then yeah, we're going to have to add something that's not legal. It doesn't look good at all. He's got to flip that to his fielder. It's just unnatural for a third baseman to run to second. We could just make the rule that a third baseman can't step on second. That could be an easy way to fix that. A shortstop or a second baseman can run to second, but the third baseman is not allowed to run.
There you go.
And maybe if there's a third baseman, the shortstop's not allowed to run to third.
I see you, Chad.
I don't know, though.
That's the Chad I know and love. That's what you do, Chad. Okay.
But it hasn't happened ever yet that's really been a problem, so we don't need to fix what's not broken yet. What is broken, though, is these Bombers' bats in game number 2, and they're going to have to get them rolling off of Ruesch here.
Well, I think what the Cajuns need to do, they need to score 7, and that's when the Bombers are going to come alive. They like to be in a deep deficit, give Wiffle Ball Nation a little bit of a heart attack.
TikTok, come on over to Twitch. You're just watching one single cell phone camera. Over here on Twitch, we've got announcers. We got 3 or 4 different camera angles. Head over to Twitch. Get some Wiffle points. You can bet those here on these games.
Amazing job as Max Fernandez takes a curveball, a little bit hot from Ryan
Ruesch.
There you go.
If I say it like that enough times, it'll stick. Whoa, a lot of spin on that one. Base hit from who is that? Max, yes. I think the Bombers flipped Max and Mateo in the lineup. Max was hitting third in game 1 and Mateo fourth. And I believe that now Mateo is in the 3-hole and Max is in the 4-hole. And here comes Hollis Hale.
Will Morris is a big dude.
Hollis, that's a double play ball. It's an easy one. Let's see if Evans can make the throw. He cannot.
Decides to throw a slurve out there when you just need a straight ball.
Yeah, he probably doesn't have a straight ball in his arsenal yet, Trench.
And here's Big Al. Man, that comes so far outside, Chad, and then just like dips in there.
Yeah, right-handed batters kind of give up on it halfway there. And hard ground ball, easy play to second.
That's how you
play.
throw it right
There's
there,
Bobba.
Chad. Flying through the breeze. Bobba looks like he might have put his finger in an electrical socket.
Good play there. Good throw by Bobba, getting the Cajuns out of the inning. And we go to the fifth. 2-0 Cajuns.
Is this not the most amazing sport we've put together here, Chad?
Oh,
of course, our man, Adam Tanek, atop the commissioner, doing what he's done, putting a great product together.
Yeah, these rules have really fallen into place, Trench. Everything kind of makes sense, and putting on a really good show, forcing a lot of balls in play, forcing a lot of difficult plays and decisions for fielders. And it's tough to pitch, it's tough to hit, it's tough to play defense. So definitely 3 different skill sets, and a lot of guys in this league are very good at one.
Look at that, Chad. You mispronouncing Ryan's name is more annoying than a car alarm. And I'm right by you. Could you imagine what I must feel?
TB7, we have a viewer that wants to know if you got your cast to match your uniform. He did it. TB7. Oh, he changed the color of his cast in the second week to match his uniform so the Snappers could win.
It was bomber blue, then he went snapper green. So that comes in at 56. And look at that, there it is. They're going to TB7 right now.
Show the cast, TB.
There it is.
There you go. Matching the backstop as well. Ruesch swings and misses.
Ryan, open your eyes with the tip.
Here's Andrew Leday up to bat.
Even the best have to strike out once in a while.
Directly over the bag. Oh, and there's good.
I think it hit Leilani's sign. I think he's going to win a free home.
Tom's got, I don't know what Tom's calling. It was definitely dirty, so the runner's not going to score.
That's Tom's call on it.
And Bauer's flexing right now. And I wouldn't be surprised to see if the Dragon Lady drove over here to back up her man.
So, Trench, last season, sliding and using your feet to stop the ball from the wall was illegal. A new rule was put in place where as long as a fielder is in a slide, he can use his feet.
You want to take a look, TB7?
It was clearly dirty.
And TB7 saying, I trust Tom Gannon out there. And I like that.
Just a single. So we just have one on first and one out. It did look like he kept that off the wall to me, Trench.
Oh, that might go. Is it going to go? Mateo diving. Did he trap it? It looked like he might. The body language tells me he might have trapped it, Chad. This is another play for TB7. He's going to have to bring in the whole umpire crew for this one. Oh, I don't know. It looked like it might have hit the ground. You're going to have to go to the dungeon on that one, TB7.
You might have to slow that down.
I think he traps it, Chad.
Hold on, time.
I think he might have trapped. I think it hit ground based off body mechanics.
It looked like the ball is on the ground. To me, he needed the ground to make that catch.
I think it's going to be a single. I think it's going to be a single, Chad.
I think it is.
The whole, everybody's saying
down.
trapped. And there's your umpire crew right there. That's some of the best of them. Gannon, Briner, Weber.
Yeah, you're going to have to slow it down, though, I think.
They're going down into the dungeon right now. All three of them. Look at that. It looks like they're going to execute someone. We need some Darth Vader music.
So Andrew Leday has filed an official challenge here, and Tom Gannon has got the headset on down in the booth.
Look at Max. Like he just won the championship. Look. Watch Max on the instant replay. It's an out. Wow, that only took 10 seconds.
Good job by Tom Gannon with a quick replay there, and Taylor Briner.
That's how in-depth our production team is, Chad. Where in the world are you getting that kind of replay? Wow. Incredible. Incredible stuff we're seeing here.
I thought that ball was going to go over the fence. Mateo,
So did I.
think it was going to. Mateo, maybe it was going to hit that corner of the container there.
I just saw a $50 bill drop out of Taylor Briner's pocket.
Whew.
I know. As Will, the Thrill Morris, up to bat right here. You remember Will Clark?
I do.
I
remember Will
loved
Clark.
watching him.
Sweet swing,
This
Will.
kid reminds me of him. I like it. Yeah, it was a great play. Oh, man. He like walked into that one. This dude's for real.
Ooh, you see him step up in the box on that
Again.
one, trying to take away Alex's drop. That's what he's doing there. Another 1-2 pitch here from Fernandez to Morris. Morris hits
Is
one
it gonna
high.
go?
Hits one deep.
Mateo there.
No.
And they're calling for another trap, and Will does some push-ups right there. I think Anthony Michael should join him in that little push-up crusade.
Wow, that was a big inning there.
There he
Trent.
does it. On cue. Anthony Michael has been hitting the ball so hard.
Okay, let's go. Come on, Marine Corps.
And look at that. We have a flyby over Hideaway Field right now. Skycam, get a load of that one as it goes. Look at that. They're getting some production value. They want to see what PLW's all about. They love it. That's a big drone.
Well, let's get back to the game here, and the Bombers still don't have any runs, Trench. They're down 2-0 here. Last game, they were down 5 going into the bottom of the 7th, and were able to prevail, so do not count them out yet. They got the top of their lineup up here in the top of the 5th.
Bruce. I watched Bruce was doing a workout video, and when he does push-ups, he eats a scoop of protein powder every time he goes down and back up.
Quick strike to Fernandez, ball 1. It's 1-2.
Yeah, we're sticking it out with over 500 viewers here on Twitch. They know what's good for them. I mean, if you're on TikTok right now, you're not seeing that instant replay, the slow motion, none of that. You have to come over to Twitch to really enjoy the full production of this game as AF goes down AF hard.
Ruesch is perfect through 4 1/3 right now, Trench. 13 up, 13 down.
Yeah.
He did give up a single, and they turned a double play. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. He's given up 1 hit, but he has faced the minimum number of batters here. And that looks like it's going to continue if Bobba can make a throw. And he does. So it is a 1-hitter right now for Ruesch.
That's good camera work by our guys in the dungeon right there. To recognize a blurry Skycam 1, to immediately go to the next shot. Kudos to the guys downstairs. That's the type of stuff I love seeing out of our stream team. As Mateo, who's been just a defensive specialist tonight, is out there. Boom, heroic bison. I love that. We need a Ruesch shirt. All these little things that we have going on should be in our merch shop. Gonna have to talk to Adam Tanek about that one. Goes left side.
Just foul.
These guys are just getting too good, Chad. We're in our twilight years.
You're not lying, Trench. Wow, did you
That
see
ball
that?
came back?
Did you see that thing spin back fair? That was insane.
I didn't even see it. I have the monitor in front of me.
Wow, it was like a
Billiards or whatever.
It was like a golf shot on a big hill.
No, that's like your golf shot. I'm talking about when you're playing billiards, man. Some of that masse.
Masse. It's a good word, Trench. We're through 5, Trench. It's 2-0 Cajuns. They're trying to even this series right now.
Do this. Love it. Hanging out with my main man, Chad Phillips, owner, player, manager of the Lightning. I'm over here running game side by side, and we're in for a good series. This is only game number 2, Chad. We got another one coming. If the Cajuns win, we're going to have a rubber match. That might be an unbelievable game.
That's right on, Trench. Right on. Let's see if Fernandez can get his team back in here, down just 2 runs. We saw what the Bombers are capable of last game. Never give up, never quit, and I expect the same here.
Bruce, man. Bruce is killing it tonight. He wins the chat. I give the MVP to Bruce tonight in the chat.
I think every time I broadcast or commentate, I'm going to have a MVP in the chat. And right now, Bruce the Juice Yuson is winning it as Anthony Michael is up to bat. Anthony Michael has about 20 hits, but they're all outs. He's hitting it hard, but he's hitting it to people. He's got like 8 homers, but none of them have gone over the fence. He's being robbed left and right.
That's why you got to be careful looking at stats too closely over a short term. Stats can
Is that going to go? He does it! Anthony Michael with a Ninja Star bat flip finally gets one over the fence, and he needed that bad.
Solo home run by Michael puts the Cajuns up 3-0 here in the top of the 6th.
I'm going to thank myself for that one. Anthony Michael, I brought him out to dinner last night. He's been struggling in the plate. I gave him a couple pointers. He finally did exactly what I needed him to do, and that's going to be a solo job.
Let's see if Bo Evans can follow that up. Good take there. He's been swinging at that pitch recently.
I don't want to be the one to say it, Chad, but I brought him to Tarantino's last night, and you know it's vegan Italian food. I'll just leave it at that.
How come you don't ever bring me to Tarantino's?
I don't like you very much. And here's Bo Evans. Yeah, I'll tell you why I'm not going to bring you to Tarantino's.
Okay.
You totally trashed the guy.
I did not.
He brought you food, and you're like, no, dude, I already ate. Even if you ate 5 seconds before, you're supposed to say, thank you, Mr. Michael Tarantino. I would love the sandwich that you just brought, but you have no manners, and that's why you'll probably be out of the league very soon. Here's Ryan Ruesch.
He caught me off guard. Trench.
I know. You got frozen. You were frozen. Double
Kind of like that.
Oh, man.
Tough to sneak a 2-1 pitch in like that.
Ooh, good pitch for Ryan to get something on that, but he just gets under it. I love Chad. This is what we do.
Hollis, vacuum cleaner, makes a throw this time.
I love the back and forth that our fans have, that we have. I mean, we talk every day. Talking big-time PLW stuff. Andrew Leday up to bat here.
Oh, you don't see swings like that every day from Leday. He's definitely off a little bit tonight, Trench. He's got to shake it off and see if he can get his bat on the ball here.
Yeah, he's going to be walking through the night after that swing.
Good to see Purdy in the chat there. We don't see enough of you in the chat, Purdy.
Look at Dodos. He knows.
Count evens up at 2s.
Ooh, a very still.
What days. He's going to strike out more times tonight than he did in the first 3 series combined. Tough night for Andrew, but his Cajuns are up 3-0 here in the last inning. He's got his man Ruesch on the mound looking for a shutout. Leday ready to come in and bail him out if need be.
There's only one good thing that Leday's got to be feeling right now, is he's having obviously a very difficult series, is in both these games, their team has been in a position to win, and this dude's like 1 for 11 with 8 strikeouts tonight, and they could have easily won game number 1, and they're in a position to win game number 2 here.
it's good to see some of his teammates carry him because he's been carrying this team since that fall season. Without him on that team in this fall season, we would be looking at some of Dave's Kingsmen in this league. And not
Cuba Dave.
Not the Cajuns. As Bo Evans drills me with a ball from shortstop.
That's not good.
Yeah, the Cajuns, if they did find themselves in that relegation tournament, was going to have a very tough task because they weren't really together as a team yet. They didn't really know what they had, and it's a good thing.
Listen, all the greats have bad slumps. You know, I was a Viper, as you know, Adam Tanek. I remember there was like a 2-week stretch. The dude couldn't eat, it was like he was blind almost out there. I don't know if you remember that. Obviously, he does. Tim Riley goes bananas and gifts 10 subs to the community. Sometimes you're just having trouble seeing pitches, and tonight's one of those nights for Leday as Hollis Hale is up. And that might go. But Will! Oh, it goes over! Off his hands!
Wow.
And what does Jim Dodos think about that as he sends it into the Garden of Serenity?
Oh!
And the bomb is lit. It is live.
Trench, it's Hollis' first bomb of the year.
He needed that. He's got the swagger. Watch the Euro step coming. This dude averages 25. Boom. Layup, easy money, 3-1 right now.
If you weren't here for the pregame show, Hollis led last spring with 25 home runs. PLW home run champion. Has tailed off since, but he's having a pretty good night at the plate tonight.
If the Cajuns lose this game, they might not win another game for the whole season.
The Bombers need one more base runner, Trench, here before we can start talking. They need one more base runner.
I told you.
What is Al swinging at?
I talked to Hollis yesterday. I said, what's going on with your bat? You need to sage that bad boy. And as we were talking, he already bought a smudge kit and smudged his bat. That's how serious these guys take it.
Ruesch had faced the minimum through 5 1/3. A solo knock. The only mark on his record here as he strikes out Al without throwing a strike. That's going to put the ball in Alex's court. Alex has he had 13 hits coming into the series. Just a single or a walk here is all he needs. He's got the big Bauer on deck as the tying run. Ruesch has to throw a cookie here to Alex at some point. A walk is not acceptable. But ball 1 and ball 2.
Oh, man, this is a big pitch.
It is. Bauer is the one guy on deck they don't want any part of. And there's 3 quick balls. Ruesch working a little too quickly again. Back to his last game type of rhythm when he was struggling. And it's 3-1. And that looks like ball 4. And Bauer's going to have a chance here, Trench.
Oh, man, the Dragon Lady is going to be gifting the world a bunch of subs if Trevor Bauer could get a piece of this one. Bauer doesn't feel pressure. He's the kind of guy that just goes up there and does work.
He's got to lay off that pitch right there.
And he does.
So far, so good for Bauer. Ruesch speeding up his delivery a little bit. He's losing that release point, Trench.
Good pitch by Ryan right there. It's going to be 1-2. And that's going to end the game.
Tough pitch there. Ruesch able to buckle down and get his Cajuns tied for the evening. 1 game apiece. Let's sign off right now, Trench. We will be back in 20 seconds for game number 3, the rubber match.
I don't want to be the one to say it, Chad, but the last 2 home runs was Anthony Michael. I brought him to Tarantino's. He hit a home run. Hollis Hale, he's one of my plant-based brothers. He hit a home run. What a game we got going. And there's Andrew Leday, who's having, as we've mentioned before, a horrific night. But other than an incredible comeback, the Cajuns would be bringing out a broom right now, Chad, and they have to feel good about that. It's not like you collapse like that every day.
I think both teams are feeling pretty good right now going into this rubber match, Trench. Both teams have had some sparkles tonight. And
sparkles, Chad? Really? A tense PLW action, and you're using words like sparkles? Dude. I'm sorry, viewers. I'm sorry, PLW Nation, TikTok. He's our, lead umpire guy. You're just not ready for the big time up here yet, and you'll get there, and I'm rooting for you.
Thanks, Trench. Mateo Fernandez on the mound here for Game 3. Sashi, you throwing? Yeah. Sashi Bobba will oppose him for the Cajuns.
I need a moment.
I'm sorry about that, Trench.
Go ahead. I just want to take a breather.
We'll just let everybody catch their breath as we've had a very active night here so far. Yeah. Managers getting their lineup squared away. Want to make sure they don't make any mistakes.
When I saw that, I remember you messaged me yesterday or earlier today, and you're like, I'm with you, brother. I'm up there in the booth. And I'm like, yeah, dude, we got this. And, I'm just not feeling it anymore.
That's it? It's tough. Tough crowd up here. Words can be difficult sometimes, Trench. Words can be difficult.
Well, after an awesome game, this isn't Sparkle territory. Anyhow, PLW Nation, we're going into a rubber match. Who do we got on the mound, Chad?
We got Mateo Fernandez and Sashi Bobba.
Oh, man. Alex just decked out Andrew Leday, and let me tell you, he didn't need that to happen to him at all.
Maybe that'll wake him up here at the plate. That might have been a mistake there.
And like GK would say, that was right into his solar panel.
All right, let's get those bets up there. Can we drop that bet menu down in the media so we can see what's going on here? There we go. 60,000 apiece. We should have a record number of wiffle points bet here this game. Get your bets in.
Go!
I got Bombers. That's going to hang up in the air high enough for Alex Fernandez to make a good running catch out and left. Mateo's got one pitch, one out here to start game number 3. Going to bring up Casey Nielsen, who's had a pretty good night at the plate. His first PLW home run last game.
Of the season.
Of the season, yeah. And he wasted no time in...
Oh, no, Chad, you really ruined it for yourself.
I did?
People might start calling you Sparkles. Here's Will Morris.
Go, Will!
Good pitch by Mateo to the outside bar at 54. Bomber's going to look to roll a double play up here and get out of this inning.
I was talking to Mateo before the game, and he said he's going to be working on that sidestep a little bit more, and you could see what it does to Will Morris. He's never even seen anything like that as he puts his bat down and walks out towards the dugout. And Anthony Michael up to bat right now. And you know what he did his last at-bat.
He did. He gave that Cajuns an insurance run that ended up being a pretty big insurance run.
They're killing you right now on the chat. I love it. Oh.
Having trouble laying off that low pitch. A lot of hitters out here this season to start.
Yeah, brings out his turf wedge right there.
Quick 0-2 count here.
Oh, I love that pitch. And look at Mateo just walking all sorts of fierce towards the dugout. So we're going to go into the bottom of the first. What do you anticipate is going to happen this game, Chad? Are we going to see another, 2-0, 2-1? Or are we going to see something more in the... No. As the power went out for a second, they have to reboot.
Oh, that means we lose the stream.
But the stream immediately...
Maybe we're here. Nice.
Technology. But
we're in the dark. But
we lost the lights up here. Where's that candle?
Where's that GK guy to fix this?
He does everything.
There he is. I knew he was close by.
I think the flux capacitor went out, and there's Tom Gannon. He's also a guy that can make this happen. We are in the dark. I can barely see things. I hope it doesn't affecting the players. What's up, Billy?
Oh, the wild card this game will be Sashi Bobba on the mound.
Logan. Oh, man.
Big pitching advantage this game to the Bombers with Mateo. Sashi's still a newer pitcher in this league. He threw a great game against the Lightning to open the season.
Chad, I'm going to put the lights on real quick. I don't want you to touch anything because something could go wrong.
That seems fair.
GK, I'm going to do this.
It looks like we're going to have a 1-minute break here as the lights start to come back on.
All right, I'm going to let GK do his thing. I'm going.
I have no idea what that's.
Nobody go anywhere. The rubber match will continue in a moment here It looks like the betting market is still open. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, get that subscription in. You can link your Amazon Prime account for free. Twitch allows one free subscription with an Amazon Prime account per month. Go ahead and get that connected. If you don't have that, then throw your $5 up and get your own subscription. Or maybe hang tight and hope the Dragon Lady gives you one.
Yeah, are we good? Man, these guys are like ants, man. They just, boom, when something goes wrong, they just tackle the problem. Are you in front of your little blue marker so you're nice and
Oh, yeah.
tight?
We got 300,000 wiffle points bet right now. It looks like about a minus 145 line for the Bombers. You get a little bit of extra wiffle points if you take the Cajuns right now.
Alex, I'm not the one to make that call, though.
Yeah, hold on.
It's going to be TB7 or Gannon.
Everything's coming back up here as all the power kind of went out at the field, so things are booting back up.
Not the blue wire, Tom.
Yeah, I gotta cut the red wire.
Careful.
I won't touch anything. Don't worry. Don't you dare worry about that. Sashi taking a few extra warm-up pitches.
Give me one moment, boys. Gonna get the GoPro set. I still gotta get the things off the screen, though.
These guys are great, Chad, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Man, I could barely email anything, and these guys are doing crazy stuff up here.
Coming into tonight, the hit leaders in the PLW. Andrew Leday came in with 20 hits, Couts with 16, and Dodos with 15. Dodos did miss one game.
All right, play ball.
And there's Gannon giving those two words. Chad, what are they?
Play ball.
Love it. Here we go. AF up to bat right now.
Sashi Bobba ready to make his first pitch at the bottom of the first, and Alex jumps all over it but pulls it foul.
Stabber, that's a great one. Bobba with the highest leg kick in PLW. Look how high that goes. He almost hits himself in the face.
Sit down. Get down.
I really like the Bombers this game, Trench. I don't think that Sashi's going to have a lot of success against this Bombers team.
Okay.
Go, TB.
You do you. I'll do what I do.
Maybe I'm gonna get some wiffle points in on the Bombers here. Do I still have time?
Hell yeah.
Oh, you're one of those guys that see the first pitcher for the first inning and you go big, huh? It's a 6-inning game. There's people that can back him up. There's Ruesch, there's Leday, there's Will.
I'm on that.
See what Bauer does right here. And I don't know what hairstyle that is from Sashi, but I don't know if that's going to work out here.
I'm going to throw 10K on the Bombers there, Trench.
Are you?
10,000. Yep, there it is.
Okay. Sashi, 2-2 count. Inside, that's going to be a full count. And the last thing he wants to do is lay a cookie into Bauer because the conditions tonight, this one could go for a 200-foot ride. Good. Is that his... Did you see he had no walks on the season?
That is Trevor Bauer's first walk of the season. Look for him to get rolling here as this season goes on, and he works on that approach at the plate. Here's Mateo in the 3-hole. I'm going to put another few thousand on the Bombers, I think, Trench, here. I think that's a good spot for him this game.
Stop it. So after the walk, you're like, I'll put another couple of G's. Oh, my God. High ball. Somebody's got to call it.
Oh! He dropped the Trench. They're struggling in the outfield here tonight. I think Casey could have been more ready at second base for that ball to bounce to him, too. It was right to him.
Somebody has to take the lead on the communication right when the ball goes airborne. Otherwise, you're looking at each other, you're collapsing on the ball. One person has to make the call. If you have to call someone off, so be it. But there needs to be a point person immediately as that ball goes sky high.
Now Sashi finds himself in a 2-on, 1-out jam here. That's not a strike there, but Max offers at it, fouls it back. Counts 0-2.
Yeah, Purple Viking can't say it any better. 3 outfielders, 3 errors, just like a lot of stuff going on the defensive side for the Cajuns that if you're going to win a PLW championship, ball right back at you. Those are things you cannot do. That could get you into the PLW championship if you make the plays, and it definitely could keep you out if you don't. Somebody's
Spin
going to
on
call
that.
it.
Tough play.
Nobody's calling
calling it. That's clean trench. That's a run for the Bombers.
I just can't believe what is happening right there. Somebody has to be the lead outfielder right there making the call.
That ball was kind of in no man's land, and it moved all the way from left all the way to center as well.
But nobody even made a play on the ball, though, Chad.
Tougher play than Trench is making it sound like here, but somebody's got to try something.
Good. What? Look at that by Ryan.
Good call by Briner as that ball was right over the bag. When he fielded it, they turned the double play as he slaps third base with his bare hand and throws it to second. Wow, good play there.
Man, the Cajuns are lucky that they didn't give up a bunch of runs right there. I play more of a defensive role than I think you do, Chad, and what I've seen out there with some of the outfielders. I know these guys can make plays like that. I think somebody should have ran in on that. Obviously, no damage done on either of those plays, but if, like I said, if you're going to make some noise in PLW, you better start making some of those plays. And I just call it how I see it, Chad. I can't beat around the bush or sprinkle any sparkles on plays like that. I know you're a little bit softer and mushier than most of the players out here, but not me, man. These guys are talented athletes, college backgrounds, pro athletes. Got to make those plays.
You done?
Trench, thanks for coming to my trench talk.
Just checking. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Perfect. Mateo back out on the mound, top of the second. He's got his 1-0 lead. See if he can maintain it.
Look at Logan saying, I'll catch that ball with my sling on.
I believe him.
I know for sure those two balls, you would have been on the ground 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I would have probably been. I probably would have caught it too, though, on the ground.
I don't think so. Here's Bo Evans. Chad, do you have the volume on your phone right now? Is that what I'm listening to? Chad, is that your volume on your phone repeating into our microphones? Dude, come on.
It was all the way down. I couldn't even
No.
hear it. I don't think anybody heard that, Trench.
I could hear it clean.
Oh. One quick out for Mateo. Ryan Ruesch up here trying to get on base for Leday.
I'm not going to give up on you, though, man. I feel like I don't know, maybe you're just having an off night or something. I don't know. It's Ryan Ruesch.
Steps way across. Ruesch up the middle.
Oh, my God!
He fielded that ball all the way behind him as deep as possible. Juggled it up to himself. Great play by Max Fernandez there. A lot of spin on that.
Ruesch thought he had one out there. Max. Wow. He is fast. He is agile. That's what I'm talking about, Chad. Those are the types of plays that need to be made. Here's Andrew Leday.
Double play ball. 2 outs already, though.
That's the type of athleticism.
I was thinking that was a hit. I forgot that he made that play. It was so good. 3 quick outs.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's PLW action. That's PLW players. That's why I get so in my trench talks about it, because I know what everyone's capable of. Here's Sashi on the mound warming up. Love this game.
You remember that Superman play that Tyler Walensky made out there about 2 seasons ago from second base, where he flew through the air and caught the ball? That was one of the.
That was like Dennis Rodman grabbing a rebound mid-horizontal. It's one of those epic pictures in Sports Illustrated. You know what I'm talking about.
Big Al leading off. I think it's got to be the bottom of the third, right? Or the bottom of the second, one of the two. Yeah, bottom 2.
Gamble pants. Every night it's trench warfare.
I'm just passionate about our play out here, and I know what everyone's capable of. You know, imagine you're just tuning in. You see some guy walking up to a ball, or you could see Max going all out 110%.
Here's Max's dad, Big Al, looking to get this inning started. Good movement on that pitch from Bobba. Al just spins it in place for strike 2. Let's see what Sashi throws here on 0-2. Not a lot of pitchers in the PLW throw strikes on 0-2. Al hits that hard. Evans gets a hand on it, but it's not enough. Ruesch picks it up in shallow left. It's going to be a base hit.
That's a base hit.
It's a big hit for Al in the 6-hole 2 trench to get this lineup rolled over and a chance for the Bombers to tack on some runs.
Oh, no doubt. I'd like to see Alex do something right here. Big spot, Chad.
Good pitch by Bobba. You'd think the Bombers would be able to jump all over that 44, but not yet. It's only the second inning, though.
He's got like a sneaky release point.
Good hit there. They're going to roll this. Does Bo throw it good this time?
Looks like he does. Does he? I don't think the fans at home realize how great of a play that was from Sashi Bobba to get a paw on that one.
That hit the pitcher's hand on the way by, didn't it?
Wow.
No, that went straight to second, Trench. Casey with a good play at second there.
Because it was going like left to right, and then he dives to the right side at last second.
It was his first step was to the left, and he had to reach back to his right to make that play. And a big play it was as they get the twin killing, bringing up Bauer with nobody on.
Ooh, I like that twin killing.
One thing that the Bombers have to realize here is they may only get a look or two here at Bobba because they do have Leday and Ruesch both available with plenty of innings. Sounded like he got a piece.
You're right. If he's dealing, though, what do you do? Do you let him rotate through another time through the lineup, or do you pull him at some point?
I mean, I let him get into a jam probably, but once that happens, I'm probably going to go right to myself as Leday and get out of that jam. But Bobba throws a really good screwball there, and he's through 2 with that 1-0 lead. And
I like this. I like what's going on. Bobba doing good, but the Cajuns need to get on the board and tie this up.
Who do they got coming up here? Middle of their order, I believe. Chad Phillips here. Trench Bacone here. We're dueling up here in the booth tonight.
I love when you're up here, man. We do what we do. We give a good show. We're passionate about what we do, having a lot of fun. We got lovers. We got haters. We got all sorts of stuff. We got the sprinkle sauce. We got Mateo on the bump in the top of the third. Game 1, highlight show. Game 2, real close. And again, game 3, someone's trying to win this series, Chad.
Yeah, if you did just tune in, game 1 went to extra innings at 2-2. The Cajuns were able to put a 5 spot up in the top of the 7th to make it 7-2, but somehow the Bombers found it within themselves to put a 6 spot up and take that game. Cajuns bounced back in game 2 behind the arm of Ryan Ruesch with a 3-0, which turned into a 3-1 game in the last inning, and this series is tied up right now. Bombers strike first here in game 3. Mateo looking to make that run stand up. We got the 6 and 5 Cajuns against the 5 and 6 Bombers right now. The Bombers looking to take this rubber match and even both teams' record at 6 and 6, about 22% of the way through the season. Here's Casey Nielsen, had a good night at the plate. Big home run last game, couple of singles. He's hit the ball hard all night long. Mateo throwing a lot of strikes early here, finding himself ahead in the count more often than not. Good swing there. Mateo coming right after him. Going to use the same dice.
I am Jake is calling for a Sheamus appearance. Miss that guy out here.
Sheamus moved to another house, so that's why you don't see any Sheamuses here. But as we move to that new field, he will be reemerging.
Yeah, he might be up in the draft.
High fly ball, a lot of spin. Mateo better.
And for you Sheamus fans, go up top real quick.
Go, Bobba.
There he is. That's the famous Seamus. He's got his own Instagram. The famous Seamus.
There's Will Morris. 2 home runs on the evening. One in game 1 and a big 2-run bomb in game 2. Is there a replay? It's too late for the replay. I think you're going to have to go take a look right down on the pocket radar.
And there goes our umps, doing what they do best, collaborating, trying to make the best call possible.
So just because the pocket radar didn't feature that in the graphic on the screen, it did get a reading down underneath. It just didn't pop up. So they're checking that out right now.
There it is, 52 miles an hour. I love that they could put that graphic up. Is that something that the chat could see right there?
Yes, the chat could see that.
that.
Yep, that was really, really good.
Real racing. Thank you, sir.
I don't think I'd use that step across pitch to Will Morris here. And Mateo, I think, realizes that.
Lot of spin.
Hollis, good play there. Way to stay with that by Hollis as that ball was really moving away from him.
An unbelievable play. That could have easily caromed off his hands out of play with the amount of RPMs that were generated on that hit.
You know, Trench, I actually think that if nobody touched that ball, it would have ended up foul. I don't think it ever would have got out of the infield, and it would have spun itself all the way outside this third base line.
Anthony Michael up to bat right now. They could use him in a big way here in the top of the third with 2 outs.
It did look like Morris's bat went flying across that screen there. Alex Fernandez with an incredible effort on a 100-mile-an-hour exit velo saves a triple or a homer. It was hard to tell if it was over the wall. I think it was over the wall.
There's no doubt that dude could dunk for sure. He's got mad hops.
Wow, that was a great play. Yep, that was gone, and Alex makes it a single. That's got a lot of spin on it. I don't think he got there in time.
Man, this game's getting intense.
Foul ball there as, again, that cheap line plays exactly like the first and third base lines. So although it did land in fair ground initially, it spun back across the cheap line before he contacted it. Foul ball, 0-2 to Evans.
Love that A-Fern.
Evans hits a high fly ball. This should be a lot easier play for Fernandez out there in left. He makes it, and through 2.5, the Bombers up 1-0.
It's amazing the ebbs and flow here at Hideaway Field in a very important game, Chad. One of these teams wants to emerge as a series winner and kind of put themselves up in the standings.
Yeah, what a crazy 7th inning we had in game 1, because the entire rest of the night has been a pitcher's duel, except all of a sudden, one inning just exploded, and you just never know what's going to happen out here. You got to always be ready.
Just the amount, I've said it before, of athleticism that is always here in the PLW is incredible, some of these guys.
If you didn't know Sashi Bobba, he broke his kneecap, I believe was the injury he had back in, I want to say it was November, early November. He broke his kneecap. He rehabbed. Wasn't expected to be ready for the start of the season, but he's out there. He's wearing that brace, and he's had a pretty successful start to this Season 4 campaign.
I love it. Logan saying, Air Alex. He totally has hops, man. Don't forget to check out the movie he's in. He's got a lead role, a movie that's coming out called Wendy. Not with a Y, though, but with an I.
Yeah, the pitching rules, every game is separate, so you get 9 innings over the course of the 3 games. 1 pitch over the course of any inning is considered a full inning for you. That's basically it. 3 different starters must pitch. If you walk 2, you're out for that game. Mercy rules in this league are 10 after 3 and 15 anytime.
Here's Mateo in the bottom of the third. They'd love to tack on a couple and really, really dig a hole for the Cajuns to try to scramble out of. We've been holding tight right around 520 viewers.
One of them appears to be Michael Strahan.
He's got a couple Super Bowl rings, if not one for sure.
I think it's just 1.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's going to go to a 3-0 count. Sashi's got to be careful. Mateo has the power.
Yeah, I see.
Can't do
You can't
that.
throw that cookie here anymore, Trench. That's what happens when you throw a cookie to their best hitter. I would consider getting Leday in there quickly right now, as the Cajuns don't have a lot of room to maneuver with Mateo. How well he looks on the mound.
What is that? Oh, it's their little bomber squad.
Camera's over there, Mateo.
I love it. I don't know if that's kind of an inexperienced pitcher making an inexperienced pitch right there. You have to know that you cannot throw that to Mateo in that spot. Otherwise, you're going to be down 2 now.
A walk doesn't hurt Sashi that much, because Sashi walking out of this game doesn't really hurt the Cajuns too much, and it sets up the double play with the bottom of that Bombers order coming up. So he's got to make a competitive pitch there on 3-1.
I love that.
Oh, that's a changeup right there. Fools Max. A good changeup, too, because he kept that arm motion the same. So you don't get to see him slow down and get that timing down. And you can see he really threw off Max's timing there.
Here we go. Everyone hail Hollis. Oh!
Why do you call him Hail Hollis, Trench?
I don't know. It's like,
All right.
like hailing something.
All right.
I don't quite, I do what I do.
That's hit high. It's kind of deep. Is it carrying? Morris is under it and has it right at that 113 sign. Basically the deepest part in any wiffle ball league.
Yeah, I mean, the last time he was near the wall like that, he pushed one over into the Garden of Serenity. But this time he makes the catch as Big Al steps into the box.
Big Al has to lay off of that first pitch. Everyone knows that he swings at it, and all he's got to do is take it. And Sashi's got all of his weapons available here on 0-2. He throws a changeup. Not as good of a changeup that time, but Al way out in front.
He's got to be careful with that changeup if they happen to wait on it. Woo! Good take by Big Al.
Yeah, Sashi does need to work down in the zone a little bit better here. He's kind of hanging some pitches. These Bombers need to just sit back and relax and let that ball travel to them. They're a little geared up from Ruesch and Leday, throwing a lot harder than Sashi was. Big Al takes a few pitches in a row there and fills the count. Sashi needs to throw a strike here. Al gets on top of it, rolls it over. Sashi ranges over, makes a quick play. 2.75, about as quick as you can make a play, Trench.
Yeah, the Bombers are going to come up. They're up 2. Or I'm saying the Cajuns are going to come up. They're down by 2 in the top of the 4th. They're running out of outs right here. We haven't seen anything quite yet in this game as far as runners on the bags.
No, last week, the Mateo's game 3, I believe it was 0-0 into the 6th, and Mateo gave up 1 run in the 6th, and that was where the Bombers lost the series. That was to the Snappers, I believe.
Everything just kind of settling down, but this game, as we've said before, it could be one moment calm, a couple innings, not much going on, and then all of a sudden a team can explode and the bases could be loaded in a hurry.
It happens really fast out here, so don't turn that TV off just yet, as the Cajuns are looking to fight back as the Bombers did to them earlier in the night. Mateo out for his 4th inning of work, his first appearance of the evening on the mound, so he is clear to go all the way as long as he does not get those 2 walks. Ryan Ruesch in the 6th hole will be leading off the top of the 4th here.
I don't know what how many hits he has for the night, but I feel like he's making a lot better contact as the season is progressing.
He's got a couple of hits. I remember one, and I remember one that got robbed from him as well. So he has been putting the ball in play tonight, and let's see if he can get a leadoff batter on, bring that tying run to the plate here. Cajuns don't want to mess around here, Trench. It's getting late in this game. It's getting late in the night. They got to get their bats going right now.
Yeah, they really, really have to be patient as well, but it's tough to do against somebody like Mateo on the mound when he has that sidestep. Is he going to drop? No.
It's Fernandez in great position out there, all the way over in the gap. He's been playing in front of that middle of the container most of the night, but with Ruesch up, he shifted his position about 10 to 15 steps to his left and ends up in the perfect position.
why not Fernandez for an outfield Gold Glove? Do we not give him enough love out there? He makes incredible plays.
He's a shortstop Gold Glove, too. That maybe is part of the problem. He's moving his position around so much. Good job by Mateo to get a hand on it, but he can't knock it down. It's going to be a base hit for Leday. You know he needs that to keep that average over 400, and he's definitely a candidate to be there, but you got to watch out for those, 1 for 15 nights. That's what really wears you down.
Yeah, you could kind of, when you're an elite hitter, you could kind of recover from that, but when you're just like a subpar hitter, it could really affect that average, and I'm definitely an example of that as Casey Nielsen up to bat.
Yeah, Trench, for you to keep that average at 300, you got to kind of hang around there most of the way, because if you going 9 for 12 is going to be a tough task on any night. Mateo throws a quick one to Casey, turns on it though. Casey's got a quick bat.
I agree with you right there, Jim Dodos, but I'm just saying, have we not given Alex Fernandez enough love out there for his defensive capabilities?
Come on, Jim. Only 6 Gold Gloves went out. 6 out of now we have 120 guys in this league. 6 is a good number. There's 6 positions on defense and 6 Gold Gloves. It's I don't think it's too many at all. If there was only 3 or 4 Gold Gloves, it would be the same 3 or 4 guys every time. We got to open it up a little bit to let some new guys get some hardware.
He's right. Dodos might be right on this one.
There's Lonnell back there making a good play.
2 quick outs, and the Cajuns need a base hit right here for Morris to keep this rally going. A home run would be just what the doctor ordered, Trench. He's got 2 on the evening. 1 off of each Fernandez so far. Let's see if he can get the hat trick. That's a little hot. That's a good take by Morris, showing he's developing into a very smart hitter early in his PLW career.
Yeah, he's starting to recognize the speed there. Oh, he barely misses that one. Goes to Trev. That's going to end the inning.
4.11. That's a good play by Bauer to get down on the ground, not let that ball through the 5-hole, get the easy force out. And we're through 3.5, and the Bombers look strong here, Trench.
Yeah, I mean, they might put this one away. The Cajuns haven't done anything offensively. They're going to go back to Sashi. Bobba, what do you think about this move as they're going to, roll over their lineup one more time against Sash?
Yeah, I don't like it at this point. It's time to get Leday back on the mound. He's got to step up and take that ball right now. The game is on the line. Any more runs by the Bombers pretty much are going to put this one out of reach. I would give him a 1 base runner leeway here. If he puts 1 guy on base, then I'm going to have to take him out. I can't let it go deeper than that. And I'm going to make sure I have a conversation with him that he can't, as we get drilled by dueling wiffle balls in the booth. Did that just happen, Trench?
Yes.
We got hit at the same time from 2 different infielders as Bo throws another one over the backstop and hits Taylor over here in the umpiring booth?
I don't even know what I'm seeing. How much higher do we have to make this backstop?
Here comes another one.
There's not going to be commentators left after this game with the way they're throwing.
Top of the order up for the Bombers here in the bottom of the 4th. Alex Fernandez had a great night at the plate last week in a very stale offensive performance by the Bombers. He was the one shining star. He was sparkling out there, Trench.
Yeah. You're getting all sorts of tatted up here
Swatted
with
that
wiffle
one down.
balls. Bring the count to 0-2. Sash outside, can't get down.
Oh, a seeing eye single, Trench. A lot harder to find those seeing eye singles now with the 6 fielders. But there's a nice piece of hitting by Alex Fernandez, and he's got a lead-off man on for his Bombers in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, as Trevor Bauer comes up to the plate, at any moment he could have an exit velo of 100.
It's again staying away and down on Trevor. That's been the MO to get him out right now. Down and away. Seems to have a hole down there.
Ooh, 2 quick pitches, 2 quick swings. Out. Number 1 as Mateo, who launched one his last at-bat. Let's see if Sashi remembers.
I don't think he's going to be throwing that 3-1 lob into him this time, Trench.
Yeah, no way.
Man on first, 1 out as Mateo gets the count in his favor, 2-1.
Yeah, difficult spot for Sashi right here. Gone.
Mateo Fernandez finally finding his footing here this season 4. And he's got his second home run of the night, and he's put the Bombers on top 4-0.
And there it is. We got something incoming fierce. Oh, man. I mean, you talked about it. We talked about it prior to the inning. When do you want to pull Sashi? We've seen enough wiffle ball to know that after a while, you might have to bring in an ace to stop the bleeding right there.
And remember, in PLW, there are no defensive mid-batter changes. There is no such thing as a pitching change once that pitcher has thrown the first pitch to the batter. Also, if the defense happens to only run 5 guys out to the field for the first pitch of a batter, the entire batter will remain with 5 defenders. You may not change defense at all once a pitch has been thrown. A lot of spin on that. Tough play. Great catch by Sashi. That was a very difficult play. And you know if that doesn't get caught, it spins out of play for sure.
Absolutely. As that's out number 2 as Hollis Hale is up to bat right now.
Hollis finally got his first home run of the season, I believe, in his last plate appearance. Or his first plate appearance in this game, right?
Yeah. Finally got that swagger back.
Yeah, he does look like he has some of that swagger going on. And he hits one really high. This is going to be a tough play for Morris. But he's got it. Really good composure by Morris in center field to pull that one in. And a 2-run bomb by Mateo, his second of the game, I believe. Yes, his second of this game gives the Bombers a 4-0 lead.
He's got 3 of those 4 RBIs, both off pitches that is just right in his wheelhouse.
One was a 3-1 count and one was a 2-1 count. So you see the importance of putting the pitcher on the ropes and not wanting to walk batters. I'm Chad Phillips. I got Trench Bacone here. We're winding down here tonight. The Bombers have a 4-0 lead through 4. This series is tied right now. 8-7 Bombers in 7 innings. Game 1, 3-1 Cajuns in game 2. Will Morris has had a good night at the plate. Mateo's had a good night at the plate. I'm missing somebody. One other guy's had a big night at the plate.
Nielsen.
Yeah, Casey's had a good night at the plate too. Leday struggled a little bit, but his team has picked him up tonight. And they're going to have to pick him up right here and right now, get a couple guys on base, and Andrew's still a threat. And if they can get a few guys on base, Andrew still could see 2 more plate appearances. He's up 4th and 10th, and they got 6 outs to work with. So they got to get a little bit going in front of Leday and give themselves a chance to get back in this game. A couple runs here would be a lot of help.
I mean, they have to grab a couple right here.
His hat says anti-white boy Rick. Hashtag anti-white boy Rick.
Here we go, Anthony Michael. They got to start something right here. They need runners on those bases.
Cajuns need to be patient here and make sure they're swinging at strikes. 6 outs to work with, 4 runs they're looking for. This series is tied at 1 game apiece.
What a great series to open up the week on a Monday night. Good hit by Anthony Michael right there. You can see Tom Gannon making sure that doesn't hit the wall, and that's exactly what the Cajuns needed to do to start up the top of the 5th.
Yep, exactly what they needed to do. Get that leadoff batter on. Let's see what Evans can do. Good take.
Let's go. Way to wait on it.
He's been susceptible to that inside pitch. Bo been pretty good at laying off those sliders away. He hits a double play ball, but nobody's able to field it. That ball had eyes, Trench, and we got 2 on, nobody out.
Oh, man.
That ball had a lot of top spin on it. It felt like it actually picked up speed after it hit the ground after that first punch, and it kind of shot through the infield. Nobody got a hand on it. Clean single, 1st and 2nd, nobody out. And here's their 6-hitter, Leday, on deck, representing the tying run right now. We should probably talk the same thing about the Bombers here. Max, extremely effective. Alex, extremely effective. And now Mateo, we've been seen a few times through the order here. Is it time for them to make a move, Trench?
Yeah, I don't think, not on this batter. Not yet. This should be a double play ball. He kind of bobbles it. Good toss by Mateo, going the long way right there to get the force out on 3.
Good play. That wiffle ball can definitely move when you try and throw it across the infield to your third baseman. And if Hollis was pulled off the bag at all there, they would have been out of time. Get the lead runner. And it's still 2 on. Here's Leday.
Yeah, Evans, just Tom as a umpire, just kind of runs out there to make sure that a ball doesn't hit the wall. Glenn. I love it.
That's pretty good.
Oh, man. Imagine Leday gets on bases, juiced. Who's up after him? Will?
No, it's Casey first. Casey, then Will. Yep. 3-1 count here. Leday looking for something specific, doesn't get it, takes it, bases loaded, tying run at the plate. Casey Nielsen already hit one about 170 feet tonight. Let's see what he can do in this at bat.
There's no bigger position to be in as a batter than when the bases are loaded. Obviously, Mateo does not want to walk anyone, but you also you can't be too careful pitching as the bases are loaded either.
He does that step across pitch, but he hasn't had very good control of it the last couple of innings.
And remember, this is a tag-up situation as well.
Yeah, that run doesn't mean too much here over there. They cannot take any chances of getting thrown out at the plate on a fly ball. Here the Bombers taunting Evans to tag on a fly ball right now. They both have good arms in the outfield. Actually, that's Jake Schirle in center, so.
Great strikeout by Mateo right there. Only 1 out away to try to get out of this big jam. But speaking of big, the towering Will Morris up to bat right now, and probably one of the bigger spots he's been in his young PLW career.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, Trench. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he's got to lay off of that. That's up and away, and now he finds himself in a tough spot, 0-2.
If they don't produce any runs right here, this will be the inning that they remember in the series.
Yup. That's a stinger. Hurt him. That's hurt balls.
If you guys want to get something in that PLW store, PLW Twitch is the code. Get you 10% off. 0-2 pitch to Morris, and it's Mateo locating it perfectly. Gets a weak swing out of Morris, and the Cajuns strand them loaded. Trench.
Oh, man, a great opportunity for the Cajuns to put a couple on the board and make this a game, if not tie it up with one swing. Instead, they find themselves down by 4 still, with the Bombers trying to put a few more insurance runs on the board.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you guys all head over to that PLW store right now, check out all the good gear and apparel you can get there. Get yourself a Lightning tank top, for the summer.
Why Lightning?
Why not?
It's because it's your squad.
No, it had nothing to do with it, Trench. I just picked a team at random out of the league and used it.
I liked Bruce's hoodie, man. I love that look.
Yeah, that white hoodie looked good on him. I'm not sure I could pull that off, though.
He could wear any hoodie, and it's looking good on him. Dude's a stud. Celebrated his 40th birthday over here. Hideaway Field.
All right, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Bombers comfortable 4-0 lead here. Mateo got himself out of a big jam in the top of the 5th and put his team 3 outs away from victory here. Big Al up. I'd like to see them pinch hit Schirle or Zach, what's his name? Zach Beal, Lonnell Simmons. They got 3 guys on the bench. This is a good spot for one of them right here.
Yeah, but out of anybody, I think Big Al is the one guy that could put a run on the board with one swing out of those 3, and that's probably what they're thinking.
I guess, but with a 4-0 lead, they can relax, get some of those bench guys in. I know it's not an invincible lead as we saw them overcome a 5-run lead, but
it's good to see Sashi. He's pitching a shutout right now.
It's a pop-up. Just missed it. Pop-out, and we do. At Trench, as I speak, it looks like Jake Schirle has a bat. They are adding Jake Schirle to the 7 hole here, and once you add a 7th guy, your lineup is 7 permanent for the rest of this game, and I believe I've just been told Lonnell Simmons has been added to the 8 hole. Jake hits a pop fly on the first pitch, Casey calls it, makes an easy catch. 2 quick outs for Bobba here. Looking for a complete game, Trench.
An amazing job by Sashi Bobba.
Here's Lonnell Simmons. I believe this is his second
Sa-
plate appearances of the season, I believe. This is the 8-hole now, so Alex is on deck. Lonnell with a good swing. Fouls it straight back.
I mean, other than a couple bad pitches, Sashi's doing work. And Andrew Leday's just going with him, saying, hey, man, it's a long season. Let's see what you got in big spots, I guess.
He's got 45 to the outside corner. He's gone to that changeup a few times tonight.
I like it.
Sashi has a pretty good game on the mound. A couple of mistakes to Mateo, and he makes him pay. Mateo did this all last season. He was the one guy on the Bombers you really had to be careful with, and now the Cajuns will know that for next time around. Don't let that man beat you, and right now, Mateo's doing it all by himself this game. He's got the 5-inning shutout right now, looking for 3 more outs. He's got 3 of the 4 RBIs on 2 home runs, and he's the guy that's coming up to the booth, Trench, if the Bombers hold on here. I don't need no poll to know that.
No poll.
No poll. Mateo Fernandez. So you guys have some good questions for Mateo. Go ahead and get those highlighted. 200 wiffle points to do so, and we'll try and get Mateo some good questions.
I'm going to see who we have on deck for our Tuesday night Snappers versus Vaders.
Snappers,
tomorrow
Vaders.
night.
Go through the whole week, Trench. What else you got? Anything else?
Well, Wednesday we got the Night Owls versus the Ones. That's a good matchup. And then Thursday, you're going to see old Trench's debut as a legend against the Warbirds.
And then Friday night, Lightning against the Vipers.
Oof.
That's a big series. See if that Lightning pitching staff can hold down the extremely explosive Vipers offense. Minus Trench.
Yeah, well, I'm not part of that extremely explosive offense, but my last game as a Viper was a complete game shutout. Here's Anthony Michael.
Adam knows how to trade high.
57.
He's going high.
Cajuns need base runners, and that was 57, so good start by Michael. Ball 1. Good pitch by Mateo. Gets himself to 1 and 2. Looking to put away Michael here.
Reaches bad on that one, Chad.
Over the course of PLW, starting pitchers have had a very difficult time getting the last couple of outs, as many games have turned at this point, so don't give up just yet. Evans hits a really hard one, but Max makes a great play and throw. Bombers running on all cylinders here in Game 3, Trench. Defense looks great, and their pitching looks great. Here's Ruesch. Big swing. I'm not sure how fast that one was. 64 it was. And gets Ruesch to swing, and the Cajuns are down to their final strike. Ooh. Mateo steps across, calls the game, and misses the zone. We've seen stuff like this go bad in a hurry, Trench.
Yeah, but smart money says Mateo's going to lock this down for the Bombers win, as he does. And the Bombers win this series against the Cajuns. And we're going to bring Mateo up to the booth.
Absolutely, Mateo up to the booth.
Chad, you want to take the honors?
I'll do it.
Go ahead, Chad.
Well, PLW, we're going to sign out for 20 seconds here. Thanks for watching 3 games tonight. Stay tuned. We got a Mateo Fernandez up in the booth. You guys got some questions for him? Leave it. For now, we'll see you in 20 seconds. What's up, buddy? Welcome back, PLW Nation. You've seen an amazing series tonight between the Bombers and the Cajuns. Action-packed all night long. I have all-star Mateo Fernandez up here in the booth. 2 home runs in Game 3, Mateo. Complete game shutout. What's going on out there?
Just playing ball. Just playing ball, having fun. That's the secret.
Your approach tonight looked a lot better than last week at the plate. You waited for pitches. You got up in the count all night, and when you did not miss.
Yep. Man, I was really working on my pitch selection today. It was good because last week I showed up right at game time. I had to get off work. But here I got to come in and take some swings. And you guys saw what happened.
Your defense tonight behind you, Mateo, was very good. Your positioning, Alex calling the defensive positions out there, seemed to be in the right spot every time. Your brother at shortstop there, knocking hard rockets down. Those were some spinners. You guys look good out there right now. 6-6. How you feeling going forward?
I'm feeling good, but most importantly, the Bombers are still hungry. This is a long game. It's a marathon, not a race. You got to play your best every single game. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in the relegation. That's just how it is.
So game 1, the Cajuns find a 5 spot in the top of the 7th. What was going on over on the Bombers sideline after that? How did you guys find the courage to come back from that deficit?
Well, to start off, I walked in and I said, well, we've scored more than 5 runs in a single game, so it's very possible. We knew that they had the momentum and they got comfortable. So we had to come in with everything that we had, and you saw we didn't have any guys really swinging for the fences in that inning. We had guys playing station to station, and that's exactly what wins games, and you guys saw the comeback.
Yeah, it was so well done. Everybody participated. You guys ran your first 6 guys up in that inning, and all 6 got on base, and you were able to get them home. A couple of errors up there helped you out and avoid another extra inning, it looked like.
And then I see a highlighted message actually right there. It says, on your 2 bombs, were you looking for those specific pitches? No. That's the quickest way to get out is when you're looking for a specific pitch. He got me up 3-1 in every single count, and all I was looking for was a strike. Just throw me a strike, and I was going to swing at it, and I did.
Assuming you played high school and college ball, how does your preparation and training for wiffle ball games differ from traditional baseball?
Well, I definitely don't go on the sidelines with my warm-up partner and throw the ball. It's all mental. It's all mental because, this is the fun game that we all played as kids, and you just got to be ready to compete. Exactly like it is in baseball, but just a teeny bit different.
The one big difference out here is there's a lot less anticipation. In baseball, those players are anticipating what's going to happen next. Once you start anticipating what's going on out here, you find yourself guessing wrong a lot.
100%.
Mateo, Dr.
Love you too, Dragon Lady.
Dragon Lady loves you. I don't blame her, man. She donated about 50 subs here tonight.
Oh, man, I wish I got one of those.
What PEDs are the Fernandez brothers taking?
Beaver tranquilizer. Just inject it right there into the bicep. Put it in. There you go.
All right, Mateo. Great games tonight, man. Bombers 6-6, right back in the thick of things. Good luck going forward. Great night here at Hideaway Field, live from Las Vegas, Nevada. We're signing out until tomorrow night. Let me get Trench back up in here, boost with some final thoughts. You guys have any questions for Trench? Go ahead, send them through. We got a couple minutes here.
I love that guy, man. He's soft-spoken. He's just a baller. He really reps out his Bomber brand right there. But tomorrow night, who do we got? We got the Vaders and... No, I forget. Anyhow, we're going to wrap this up. My main man, Chad Phillips.
Chad Sparkle Phillips. Have a good night.
Man, you're killing me. Good night, guys.
Chad out.